That made a big move, grabbing roller prodigy Koifel, whose Pro League debut rocketed him to the tops of conversations along roller veterans like Jen Burton, Verhulst, and Effect. If he maintains his solid form, this could result in Exet moving from a solid top 5 worldwide to LAN winners. Dark Zero, a 3-time LAN winning team, isn't resting on their laurels. Despite a successful year 3, they've opted for a big change, bringing in Sykes to replace Zainu. Is this the key to reclaiming their championship form? Moist Esports has made shockwaves in 2 regions by leaving APAC South to follow Dark Zero to NA. They've also picked up Guild, the last free agent from NRG. And we're expecting them to gel seamlessly, but will they stake a claim in NA? Year 3 LAN Dark Horse, the Dojo, are back with the same roster: Timmy, Designful, and Enemy. There are a lot of eyes on this team coming into week 1 of NA Pro League, and they're not to be underestimated. Some say it was beginner's luck, but others are confident that they're going to make it back to LAN and best their 4th place finish at Champs. How can we talk about the NA region without mentioning TSM? Unarguably the most successful ALGS team of all time. They've made themselves a target early on in Split 1 with the wildcard Meat Lovers. Will this affect their ability to qualify for Split 1 playoffs? Or will they chase off Meat Lovers away from their POIs? There's a power vacuum forming in APAC South following Moist Esports' move to NA. Everyone expects Primus Commanda, formerly Blackhand, to be the top contender, but will they stand their ground or will a new team stamp their authority on the region? Divine has formed a team of 3 APAC veterans. Pricey comes out of retirement alongside Wei and Shady. With tons of experience on the team, they've got the potential to make a real splash in the region. If Primus Commanda can't find their way to the top, then Boogie Borders will be happy to take over. Former Onyx members Raki and Fussy join forces with star controller player Panavi to make a bid for the top spot in the region after spending the last couple of years in Moist Shadow. Time to speculate about the King's downfall. Fnatic is rebuilt around Yuka F, Satsuki, and Laika. Yuka F hands over the macro reins to Laika, and we're all waiting to find out if that's the right move.
Oh, riggedy, right, let's get down and do what it do. EMEA is going to be a first and a second.
After some revolving door roster changes, Taida, Razy, and Yuka Predator want to step up expectations and leave their mark on the global stage. They'll have it all to prove as they
hope everyone's doing good, feeling good. Sorry, it took me an extra minute to finish eating real quick.
And look to dethrone Fnatic and claim the #1 spot for themselves. Crazy Raccoon is back. After heartbreak as Raz got called up for military service, the team did not compete at the Year 3 ALGS Championships. For Year 4, Crazy Raccoon has
picked up
their favorite team, Gombare Otosan, a staple on the LAN stage. Dogma, Juzna, and Junghee.
It always sounds like they try and force the
team expected to perform.
R on the
Coming off
desk
a hiatus,
a bit.
Matsutasu has returned to Pro League, this time to join alongside Shunmi and
Yo, is
Suga
Nasty
Taipan
not going to be
underneath
streaming
that Reignite
Pro League?
banner. Experienced and talented, they will have to get comfortable together to shoot for the top.
No one from Alliance streaming either?
Matsutasu has a legacy to uphold of finishing top 10 at every LAN he's been to, and it would be a shame to break the streak now. In EMEA, we've got a brand new org, ESG, looking to make a splash in the region by grabbing up Lufka, Light, and Blast alongside Coach
Shiv's,
Aftermath Esports have crossed the pond from South America to EMEA. Stelizy, Kirev, and Flash have kept their ALGS dreams alive and will be planning to give the fans in this new region a reason to remember their names. EMEA #1 seed Element 6 has a fresh new look, adding in 2 new talents.
That's the EMEA #1 seed? No way.
Element 6 has been dominant in the EMEA region, but has never been able to swipe that trophy. Swinny will be hoping this new roster gives them the juice to go all the way.
The juice!
Longtime fans of the EMEA ALGS will be stoked to welcome back Bryn. Popular among pros, this hot prospect back in 2022 vanished from the scene. Like a phoenix, he's risen from the ashes and playing alongside Sir Del and Noises on the team The Full English. This trio will want to pick back up where they left off and remind fans why they loved him. Aurora also lean into the Year 4 Phoenix storyline.
Aurora's the old Firebeater squad,
of MNK
right?
legend Hardeki, joining the duo of Impulse and Oirein.
Yeah.
When you take an unconventional and aggressive playstyle and add in a dash of raw MNK talent, sparks will fly. Get ready for an exciting ride as Shiv and Mandy step into the ALGS fray with 40% worse. Despite challenges like Shiv's injury, Mandy's retirement,
is it just me or does it sound like super scripted? Like, I love Tiff, yo. Like, she's the homie, but it sounds so scripted.
Including Zerifer is driven by motivation. With no expectations and everything at stake, they're set to bring an all-out, unstoppable energy to the ALGS Pro League. With all this and more, we're looking forward to the best year of Apex Legends esports ever. Find us on YouTube, Twitch, and Twitter, and be sure to follow us for the start of Year 4 ALGS Pro League on January 20th. See you there.
All right, chat. Who's ready, baby? It's time. That 360 was nasty. What up, Ducky?
No way you're gonna do this, Jen, no way! Getting 1v1 on the Waltzy now, his voice gets the opening knock! The CEO with the hostile takeover! TSM are your champions!
Scripted.
And it only
It's the
goes
GOAT.
up from there. Hopefully we fall down from the heavens yet again in Year 4. I have a feeling we will.
It's the GOAT,
Welcome,
Rain
ladies
Day.
and gentlemen, to the
Let's go.
ALGS Split 1. My name is Rain Day, and as we kick off a brand new year in our favorite Battle Royale esport in the world, I want to give you guys a shout to a happy new year yourselves, because guess what? We all know a new year brings new beginnings. It brings new opportunities, new resolutions, and maybe new ways of thinking about yourselves. Same goes for the ALGS. Will a brand new team become a household name? Will a contender finally become a champion? And will a favorite create another dynasty? We're here to find out. Last year, we saw TSM rise to the top of the ranks. Can they do it again? Or will we see in this 1,000-step journey a new step for a new
Raid
team
Day's so
pave a
fucking
new
good, bro.
destiny? All of that about to unfold. So grab your popcorn and get ready. It's going to be one hell of a ride. I'm excited to start this show off with you all.
He's
and of
so
course,
fucking
I can't
good.
do it alone, baby. It's the ALGS. We got to bring in some of the best in the business. And first, let me introduce my main man, one of the most talented play-by-play broadcasters in this industry, Mark Onset Hatcher. Mark, it's Year 4.
Well, firstly, you're too kind, and firstly, to everybody who's watching right now, welcome back to the ALGS. It has been
That means
so
we've got to make
long
sure that we hype
since
up
Shouts. I've been waiting
Gaskin
this
for
moment,
being an
waiting for
award-winning
brains to
color
kick off
caster,
again.
right?
I think there's a lot of general feelings of the same kind from everybody who's tuning in today. We've got a new season ahead of us. We've got new stories to write. We've got updates to Stormpoint. We've got a new legend. And, of course, we have hundreds of team changes. So a lot of expectation on a lot of teams and a lot of unpredictable things about to go down.
It is hard to top what Year 3 was, but a man who ended Year 3 maybe as exciting as we are starting Year 4 is none other than your duo, Dan Gaskin.
That's right.
Congratulations on your esports award for color commentary, all the work you've done last year. Ready to step it up this year?
Yeah, couldn't have done it without the team, though. Everyone just driving forward and making Apex big on the map, and we're going to make it even bigger and better this year. There's been so many team changes. Roster Mania's kicked off. I don't know who is going to be the best team leading into it and at the end of it all, but I can't wait to find out.
You know, what's interesting, guys, is sometimes it's just nice to to relax. You know, we all came in hype. You know, we got our coffee in. We're ready to go. Mark, I mean, it might be like
time to finally get it going, baby. Who we feeling for EMEA, chat?
Me early in the morning. But this, for everyone watching, is going to be a little bit of an extended top of show. We've got a lot to cover, a lot of new things that have happened in the offseason. It's been many months, but we're excited to get
Shift still isn't live, and I'm not liking it.
To catch you up if you're used to watching the ALGS, or if you've just not watched us in a while, is to learn exactly how Split 1 is going.
Kind of sad that Nasky and nobody from Alliance is streaming. I'm gonna be honest.
The Pro League is comprised of 2 regular season splits. The Split 1 regular season features 4 regions made up of 30 teams, seeded into 3 groups of 10 teams each.
We'll bump this up a second while I go grab a refill my water, chat.
Round robin format, where each group plays a match series against every other group 3 times. After these matches have been completed, the top 20 teams, according to the regular season standings, will compete in the regional finals. At the conclusion of the regional finals, 40 teams, including teams from all 6 ALGS regions, will have qualified for the Split 1 playoffs.
You know, I was wondering why I didn't get the call to do the narration each year. I'm just waiting for that call, guys, and now I realize you just got Mark to do it. I mean, unbelievable. He did a great job, though. I can't lie. So let me try to help you out as well. If you didn't get all the info, or you just want to know dates for when we're doing it, take out your phone. I got my little Nessie back there. That's made by Dia's partner as well. Shout out to Dia. And go ahead and use that QR code to get a landing page that will tell you every single date will be live, every single opportunity to watch the ALGS, and also all information on how do people qualify, where they qualify, and where we're going for the Split 1 playoffs. All secrets that we will unveil as time goes by. But fellas, let's bring it back. Let's start talking about it. There's a new addition as well, Dan, that I want you to give our audience information on. It's bonus points. There's a new way to score points in the ALGS this year.
What's more fun than extra points? So bonus points are going to be available to teams in this year. So bonus points, now bear in mind, there are 2 different things. We have series standings and overall standings. Firstly, bonus points, they're awarded to your overall standings after the series has taken place. Now, how do you get those bonus points? It's right there in front of you. If you win your group by more than 50 points than the second place team, you get a bonus point, 1 for you. And if you manage to win higher than 50% of your matches, you also get 1 extra bonus point for each match that you win. So if you win 5 matches, you would get 2 extra bonus points, and you'd probably win by 50 points as well. So you'd probably end up with 3 bonus points awarded to your overall standing. So this is great news for everyone to just keep focused, even if they're dominating Rain Day. And we know what the players are like. They're competitive. We're going to see who's going to get the first game points.
Absolutely. I feel like it's going to be a trophy, a mini trophy throughout the days that we're playing here, because we know tension starts to rise as we get closer to that 10th and final day to see who qualifies. But this is going to be a fun one to hold over your head and say, yeah, we're the first team in ALGS history to grab some bonus points. That's how good we are. I think this kind of leads us into our next topic, which is kind of the theme of the start of the season. The team, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, chat. Great reset.
I don't understand the whole bonus points thing.
Off season, for
like
new
why they
teams
added it
and new directions for old teams, and it's felt as if many teams have realized this is our time to make a move. There's no way we're going to get this done unless we do so. And Mark, I mean, just visually with a beautiful graphic, you can see there's been a lot of shifts.
It certainly has. I mean, this is just a look at some of the partner teams that we have in the ALGS and the changes.
Wait, so Gent is the sub
kind of indicates
for
a lot
DZ?
of the chaos that has gone down. Teams swapping over, players swapping over,
I did not know
finding
that.
new homes. I mean, we saw Xset, they've got Koiful now joining them, with Dark Zero picking up Sykes from that team. And then you see the new look, LG, led by Sweet. Now he's got Funk and Slayer.
When did that happen?
In the 2 roller demons, and then the Dojo, of course, with DSG now.
They refused to.
Just a very small part of what's
They try to
on.
fix what's not broken, but refuse to fix what is. True though. I mean, they fixed Storm Point.
Have made a change, which gives us that unpredictability ahead of the season.
Big shout out to Tanya G. You can see the @ there on the bottom right corner. Always love when our community helps inspire our professional scene. So again, big shout out to Tanya G. And hey, whatever you make when you're tweeting at us, it may end up on a show.
So Orglas and Hungry is the old Vex roster.
Where we're starting today. The familiar faces. This might be the reason so many resets have happened across
I know
the
Moon's
board.
gonna be happy to see Hardeki back
with the likes of Alliance, Hockey, Suki in effect. Undoubtedly the most consistent.
Nah, Moon, I think with him linking up with Keon is the main thing that brought him back, if we're being real.
We've seen last year, and they are one of the only teams that have stayed together throughout this chaos, coming in as a major favorite today and this year. Aurora, well, no more Fire Beavers. They've taken 9 Impulse, OJ Rain, and reignited.
That's true, though. Also tired of frauds. He needs some people that can keep up with him, you know?
Stories in all of EMEA. The story of a young man named Hardeki, who is back in the limelight, and maybe with the right duo to support him and getting back to his star-studded ways. That will be something we keep our eyes on. And Orglis and Hungry,
fuck.
normally we're used to calling them vexed. They've been vexed at playoff situations and championships, so they've gone into this roster, into the season, looking to change their roster, but they didn't know they were going to change their org 2 days ago. Vexed, unfortunately, is no longer a part of Matafe, Unlucky, and Kinda's journey, and that led them to a very specific thought. They felt that this was going to be a good year, but they needed to make some changes. So we had a chance to sit down with Matafe and see exactly what kind of year 4 is set out to be.
We had a really bad end to the previous season, so we decided to take a step back, trial a lot of new and upcoming talent in Europe, and there was only one that stood out, and it was Kinda, so it was a no-brainer to go with him. Kinda is a very versatile player, and on our team his role will be both helping Unlucky with fragging, as well as playing the controller legend Catalyst, and sometimes also anchoring and creating space for the team. We have taken the off-season extremely seriously after the previous season's end, and I'm more than confident that we have outworked every single other team in our region, so the only acceptable result is first place in Europe.
Yo, tell him to take that Vex jersey off. They ain't even an org no more.
High expectations for Matafe and squad. We'll see if they can contend with it. But speaking of that, they're not just the only teams playing, Mark. There are some new contenders here who equally have a chance to
I'm a
make
UAIM fan.
Yeah, I think these teams are the teams who you're looking at.
I want to see Max Strafey be able to get to land, bro.
Right
so
at the top
bad.
of the leaderboards come the end of this split. You've got 2R1C, some very, very familiar names on this lineup. You've got Ogjako, you've got Hyaka, and Thorfinn. We've seen them previously in Pro League, and I always like the synergy that they have as a squad. Speaking of familiar names, no more familiar than the team that you see in front of you in the middle there. UAIM, you've got Max Strafey, you've got Sanya and Artico. All of them have performed, all of them have put results, but can they find that chemistry, which is going to be a key theme going through?
You standing on business?
You've got Graceful. We saw him on the analyst desk at Champs Boys back in the IGLC, and alongside him, he's got a LAN winner and an EMEA region split winner in Tyler. A lot of firepower, a lot to like on paper about this team, but again, synergy. Is it going to be there? Chemistry, is it going to be there? We're going to have to wait and see.
Well, from new contenders to new beginnings, some of the biggest personalities and best IGLs we've seen in EMEA, taking on some new teams and taking on some new players.
Yo, I think Vamo Querer are going to be a squad to watch out for.
An incredible team. Nasky with his IGL skills alongside 2 controller players, but
Kashira with Kings and Sens.
Drop out of that drop 6, and then Element 6, K-Swinny. Can't wait to see what he can do again. I will always remember that Kraber clip, but I'm sure this team is going to display something a little bit different when it comes to compositions. And then Kashira, the main man himself, the man who came so close to leading his team to a LAN victory. Vamo Querer are definitely going to be a team to watch out for, especially with Kings making the move to join the rest of the boys in Portugal.
Some teams with a few to prove, some teams with new beginnings, some teams with everything to prove. No days off. Our PSQ qualifier to get into
Alliance
Pro
is
League.
frauds.
Takeo, one of the most impressive starts for an 18-year-old IGL.
Let's be honest, we're all cheering for the Warlord at 40% worse anyways.
And they ended up qualifying for Pro League after
everybody.
Incredible
Everybody.
talent. Can Sherbert and Plexus keep it up
all the
today?
same ones who were in the club
LDH,
getting tipsy.
There's
Everybody.
a man named Vipes there that we've seen on Alliance many a year until they made their ultimate changes to the roster that they have now. But when you combine that experience with Lifen and Jay Henzo, who have played so well, Lifen extend on Element 6, they're still looking for glory, and can they do it again with that tenure on their roster? 40% worse, Mandy, Shiv FPS, Zerafer, these are all well-known faces in the ALGS community, but mostly from content lately over the last year. Can Shiv, Mandy, and Zerafer find their way together and prove it all, or will they actually be 40% worse, as their team name suggests? In fact, let's find out, because Shiv FPS, he's been doing a lot of streaming, a lot of qualifying.
EMEA is a wide open
He's
read.
been doing a lot of YouTube video intros lately. Let's check in with how year 4 is going to go in his eyes.
So my name is Shiv FPS. My teammates are Zerifer and Harry, as we call him. Okay, that was bad. That was bad. Can we We're 100%. Yeah, true. We're 100% better. Okay. Name is 40% worse. Team name is. So I'm Shiv FPS, my teammates are Mandy and Zerifa, or Zeri as we call him, and our team name is 40% worse. So the goals of the team this year, our goal is to win everything and anything ALGS. We want to win all of our Pro League games, Pro League days. We want to qualify for regional finals, qualify for all the lands.
Yeah,
we
but
win everything
didn't Shiv and
all of our
Zerifa used to
competition,
run like all the
everyone
time?
that stands in our way. So for our roster, we have Mandy as a dedicated IGL, going to be playing Horizon, obviously going to be queuing, ulting and nade stacking everyone. We have also Zeri, who's going to be our anchor, our catalyst player, who's going to be our support player.
Yeah,
And
okay.
then you have myself, obviously on the Bangalore, the Bangalorean, the Warlord, going to be taking space, angling enemies, and taking fights with the team together. And it's going to be a blast, okay? It's going to be crazy.
Shiv might be one of the only people, maybe I'll throw Hal in there as well, where it's just as interesting watching his actual player cam as it is watching his gameplay. What a joy, what a treat. Dan, you know, obviously high expectations. Not everyone who said they want to take first place is going to be able to do that, but a lot of confidence from a lot of the
he had an injury recently.
Heading into
Bro, he was
Absolutely, everyone should be aiming for first place, and that's the whole reason why we've seen all these team changes. People want to catch up with the front pack, with the likes of Alliance.
He was playing ranked for a while with his feet,
dominating their region, and we'll have to see whether these changes are actually going to work.
His
out.
injury healed.
Early days, you're still going to have like chemistry issues, I would imagine, from the start, but maybe there'll be one team who really just blows up right.
I can't remember what his injury was.
I can't wait to see it. Of course, this season is going to take place with.
But he had to do like some weird rigs so he could like
and alternating
partially play with his feet
so
for like a couple weeks.
Want a more in-depth look, let's zoom in on the participants in each group. Group A here in EMEA, 2 rounds.
Dude, the full English logo kind of lit. I ain't gonna lie.
07. Nasty and Squad. This is definitely a group with a lot of veterans in them. Group B, coming up on your screen as well. They've got a lot of talent, as does all, and maybe the front runner in terms of EMEA Alliance. They will be taking their stage spot today, so we'll get to see this action between these two squads. And next week, kicking off their Pro League debut, is Group C with the likes of Aurora. Cannot wait to see Hardeki with Firebeat.
It should be beans and shut the fuck up.
UAIM, Basit de France, and of course, when you take a look at this collectively, it's going to be a star-studded event no matter which group is playing. Heading in, though, to today, Mark, Group A versus Group B. What's the
I wish EXO was the old EXO, but I'm definitely still going to be cheering for EXO regardless.
We've really kind of gone into a little bit of depth on why you should be watching some of these lineups. New IGLs taking on a couple of controller players and seeing what they do, if they can find that synergy. But one team I just want to highlight, the full English. And yes, I am an Englishman who loves a full English. And I also love this roster because Bryn is back, everybody. This is something that's gone a little bit too under the radar for me. Noises is going to be IGL, and Dell is there, of course, who played alongside Nasky for so long, but Bryn has been a player who, when he was competing, gave us some of the biggest highlight plays we have seen in the ALGS. One of the most talented individual players, and I cannot wait to see the full English going hard in this lobby.
Well, I want to say this is going to be an exciting day. Bryn also gets my vote of confidence as we were getting coffee in Birmingham at the championships, the exact same spot, the exact same time. And so I said, that man has some good taste. Hopefully it translates to Apex and his squad today. Fellas,
let's take one more look around as far as our views.
With the first one, so I cannot wait to hand it over to you two.
We'll do the multi-view as we can. If our internet ends up getting an issue, we'll strictly just stay with the main broadcast.
Right, we've set everything up for you now. The table is set, and it's time to eat. Dan, we are moments away now from our first game of the EMEA region, from the ALGS.
Yeah, but Nasky's not online, so what we have to look for here is we have to look for the green circle. Even though Shiv shows online, he's not online.
Yeah, just trying to, you know, keep up with likes of Yuki in effect. Maybe they'll pick me up. Maybe I can be on Alliance because they've not made a team change.
Neither is
of course, this is the map rotation. You got.
Stand by, chat. I'm gonna reload this and see if this helps at all. All right, so Shiv's live now.
lot different, and this map is going to play different, especially on some of those southern zones as well. And notably as well, it's the first week of Pro League, which means
I do want to watch
Vamo
Querer as well.
Out, and we also are seeing the new legend come in to kind of affect some of those contests. Dan, it's going to be interesting to watch how Conduit has a little bit of influence on these lobbies.
Yeah, the contests that we
all right, I need to drop someone.
Wall between players and Vamo Querer on Storm Point, and Coastal Camp down on the southern side between Cybercats and 40% worse, and maybe one at Checkpoint between Stay Healthy and Mine. So those are the 3 POIs I'll be keeping an eye on right from the get-go out of the dropship. Are we gonna see people go for Conduit because they are gonna have those early contests? We know that people want to have that initial fight.
All right, everyone's getting ready for the drop.
But Conduit,
we have Shiv
fights quite some time, so those teams who are
here
on close POIs might be able to take advantage of it.
Yeah, Conduit has made the contest almost more difficult, right? Because you have that healing ability to get those shields back. It extends the fight for even longer. And when you think maybe you've got that gun, maybe you have a little bit of an advantage, maybe you open the bin first and find yourself getting punched off of it and the gun being stolen away. So Conduit certainly will have an influence. We'll have to see if there's teams playing Conduit, of course, who aren't contesting as well. Have seen that in scrims in EMEA. Seem to like the new legend and its ability to just give them a little bit of a fallback in some of those fights and allow you to overextend a little bit more than you would previously. But we're going to fly through Storm Point for a few moments here just to talk through some of those changes, the new POIs that we're going to be seeing. And there's one in front of you right now, right at the north side of Storm Point, Dan. All right, Zoo Station, and Zoo Station has got one of the biggest balloons you'll ever see to get those rotates going.
And who better to drop Zoo Station than Full English, your favorite team of this group, as it was said. And it's making me very hungry, even just thinking about the Full English, has to be said. It's what, 10 a.m. here? I would quite like a proper
Do we have drop spots? Let's go to where's Tempo?
For sure. As
Tempo's,
you mentioned, the northern
Twitter.
side of Storm Point has always been the strongest places to drop, mainly just because of the height differences when teams start to rotate.
Oh, he would probably only have NA anyways,
very
wouldn't he?
difficult to move from the south. Horizon is going to be one of the key legends that we're going to see teams in their composition on this map.
I wonder if we have any contests going on.
Some of that height difference here in any fight.
Well, there is Storm Point. You've seen it all, and now it's time to see a little bit of action. Welcome back to the ALGS.
Let's get it, chat.
Everybody. The new season is upon us. The dropship is live, and Storm Point in all of its beautiful pastel skyline is going to be where we start things off, Dan. Contests are going to be pretty hot at the start of this one. We'll have to see who comes out on top.
Yeah, Coastal Camp might be split. I wonder if Cybercats will drift
who's
off
for M? Why
because they don't want to take a fight particularly early in this one. There are a few scraps in scrims, but I think that teams might just be able to split the difference. I'm going to be mainly looking at what's going to happen over towards Wall and also Checkpoint as the 2 biggest POIs. As you can see, it looks like 40% worse have Coastal Camp to themselves. Cybercats have left.
See if we have anybody contesting early
on the southern side of the map.
Interesting to see if they happen elsewhere, though. We'll keep an eye, excuse me, on the top right-hand side of your screen.
Seeing any contests?
This is a bit of a false start. We're going to get back into this lobby as soon as we can. But the great thing is, Dan, we're not going to struggle for things to talk about because we have this new season, and I am going to move the conversation away from where I want it to go, which is talking about your hair because it is delicious and beautiful, and I'm jealous of it, towards Apex Legends. Because I think there's a lot of changes that have been made that we kind of touched upon this idea of a great reset in Apex Legends, right? And I think we've had a few years go by now, and teams have pretty much tried everything that they could have to catch the biggest names in the world, and we keep using Alliance and TSM as those relative teams for EMEA and North America. This happens a lot in esports, right, where everyone's kind of like, we feel like we've hit our ceiling, we've done everything that we can, it's time for something fresh. And when you go
everyone
through
broke
that kind
apart.
of difficult off season, if you're one of those players who's trying to find a new team, find a way to find some synergy with someone else, it leaves questions, right? Because even though scrims have gone down, you still have those contests, you still have teams trying to find out the rotates, and the lobby becomes almost a little bit circumstantial, right? Because you have contests, that means teams fall out early, you have new rotates open up, and I think this first week of Pro League is going to be a really good indication of what we can expect to see in the coming weeks as well, after seeing some of the contests starting to get settled a little bit.
both
I love
APACs
scrims, and I love how seriously
playing
everyone
really
takes
tight.
scrims.
We can,
I say everyone
we can
with an
expect
asterisk because there are
EMEA
a
to
few
play
people who maybe don't
similarly.
take them as seriously, but you
Expect
can never
EMEA
replicate
to play
pure
similarly,
tournament
right?
style of play, right? There is no risks in scrims, really. You might get yelled at by someone else who's in the game, but there is nothing you are going to lose. You're not going to not gain any points. You're not going to lose any prize money. Once you get into Pro League, suddenly everything is actually at risk, and some of these plays you might have made during scrims aren't really going to be good plays to make because you're going to be a little bit more scared. So there is going to be a lot of circumstantial things, as you said, we may have seen during scrims that might change, and we will learn here in match week 1. And I think you're completely right about team changes as well. Everyone trying to
just
catch
so
up.
I know,
Apex is a game
I'm kind of curious.
purely
Are you
based off
watching
chemistry at times? How well
on
do
your
you play
PC?
together? How well do you move together? Are you going to support your team? Is the IGL clicking with the 2 players that he's trying to command? A lot of that
And
you
are
don't
you
want to throw
in,
away too quickly, so teams will do what they can to try and keep
like
up,
mod
but
mode
then
or no?
finally now teams have
Like
realized,
mod
okay, we are not matching the pace of some of the biggest teams. Let's make some changes. But now we're going to see teams have to start all over again, right? So we might see these early match weeks where teams will struggle, but they will start to learn, they will start to gel, and then they'll start to progress as a unit.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the season comes along. And we kind of mentioned the new legend we're going to be
Well,
seeing.
we'll look and see. I don't think so.
And that is going to be Conduit and what she brings to the table.
You sure it wasn't Conduit?
Conduit is almost a necessity on Contest, Dan. And tell us a little bit about why.
Conduit, just the ability to be able to shield your teammates is going to be massive for some of these early fights. And also, if you're losing those fights, of course, she's a support legend, so it means you can get away, and anyone in your team can get away and recraft those banners. So you'll see a lot of teams taking those fights, and if they go down 2 players, the third will usually just try and run away as quickly as possible rather than try and stay around.
Oh, he yells at lifelines? I didn't know
like
that.
She is an incredible legend for a fighting team, and not just in early fights, can really help out in those late game fights. Great at spacing some teams with her ultimate too. So I think that she is going to be seen a lot here in Pro League.
Yeah, I think it's interesting as well. You mentioned, you know, we talk about the contests, but Conduit obviously has some value elsewhere, especially in those end games. We see, you know, players who are using Conduit, getting that ultimate down, and really causing a real sort of floor is lava situation in final circles where they're just constantly ticking away and slowing damage. So if you can save and hold on,
I'm sure I probably
ultimate
have, Ducky.
barricade,
It's just probably been a
can
while.
Really cause a ruckus and divide zones in half, and firing it through a few cat walls or over the top of it can certainly cause some problems as well. So Conduit, we expected to see it a little bit more heavily in EMEA, I would say, in comparison to North America, but certainly something we keep our eyes on that contest. Elsewhere, we do have some potential changes as well. And I
by the way, chat,
changes down, but one thing
let's just keep in mind,
consistent, I would say, on Stormpoint is the use
already
of
had a
Bangalore,
restart, and we're on Stormpoint.
right? We know that the
let's see if we can see the same thing we saw last
if you're
split.
sieging a building or if you're trying to hold off on a push. And the Digi threat, it's not in the craft, I believe, right now, so it's going to be a necessity and at a premium if you can pick one of those up for fights.
Yeah, I think Bangalore and Horizon is going to be our 2 biggest legends selections that we see throughout today, but Bangalore for a reason. I mean, it's great that we've got Shiv in the lobby.
That's why I asked you if I actually, I don't know if I can right now. Let me see if I can. I think it just ran ads recently.
But now the smoke
it has not. Chat, oh yeah, we just ran ads recently, so I can't.
Can be very crucial in some of those, not just
Moon, are you in the
allow you to flee or just to push them back away from
like mod view, or are you just watching like straight through Twitch?
So many uses for Bangalore, whether it be aggressive or defensive. She's just a great all-round character to be using.
Certainly is a mainstay. And speaking of mainstays, we saw kind of the rise of Catalyst towards the end of last season, and no surprise to see she's still going to be a legend that you're going to be picking, falling into that controller legend and going to be able to hit those beacons. And that's one thing that maybe you're going to be able to have to give up if you are playing Conduit on those contests, that ability to hit a beacon and
straight
find
through
out where
Twitch
that zone is going. There are some little changes that of course were made, as you can see on your screen as well. Only 2 Qs going to be available now instead of the 3, which makes it a little bit more of a thought process as to where you want to put
it's because I have it set up right now where it
and also you can't
runs them automatically. I could probably turn that off.
Reduction on the range, because I'm not gonna lie, you could
honestly
really do some damage from distance with those.
At least for now.
Yeah, she was almost as threatening as Fuse
parties
at times, with her ability just to toss them out and really grief people who are hiding behind any sort of little object that they could have found. But now with the 50% reduction,
because then I could dead ass just run like a 3-minute ad.
Important, and mainly it's for the Dark Veil. It's
because the snoozing of the ads kind of does like a snoozing of like an alarm. It'll just like go off 5 minutes later. You know what I mean?
Final circle in any way you want to Whether you want to push a team, whether you want to avoid a team, even if you just want to annoy a team, it's so difficult with vision when you're trying to walk through that wall back and forth if it is not your Dark Veil. So Catalyst's going to be very important as well, and I'm sure we'll still see plenty of her.
Well, here we go then. No false start this time. The ALGS is back, everybody. Game 1, you can see it. The players are already falling out of the dropship. And one thing that we did, interestingly, you noted down, it seems like no contest between 40% worse down on that south side. So it seems like a little
Dude,
bit
I'm
of a split
telling you, it
has
looks
gone
so
down.
good.
And again, a little bit of a change to the lobby, right? We've seen teams contesting, and all of a sudden, we're into ALGS, we're into the big games, and everyone gets a little bit more scared than they were previously. So you can see 40% worse on your screen right now. They are comfortable with their POI.
Yeah, I think Cybercats realized they were being a bit greedy, trying to spread themselves between Echo and Coastal, and maybe just recognizing also that 40% worse, a very good fighting team. I remember seeing Shiv's team take a lot of early scraps in previous ALGS seasons, so quite right to avoid them off the drop. But suddenly my eye line goes elsewhere. What's going to happen at checkpoint? What's going to happen at wall? Because there are contests happening, and here it is at wall. It's VQ versus Red Dragon.
Yeah, Red Dragon going in, VQ going to be already with Kings down, so it doesn't look like maybe there is.
Damn, I should have tuned into Vamo Querer. Do we want to real quick? Where are they at?
It's not finishing here in the Pro League as well, because Sherry gets a little bit.
Temos aí, Paulo. Eu não consigo, pera. Vem, vem. Tem que pressão em dois.
Hang on, board. Vamo Querer actually on board with them. You can see they're down low. Bro, they're all rocking white tees. They're screwed here.
Tomou press na porta. Eu vou abrir a porta dela. Boa, 1v1.
Hold on. Is it 1v1? No. Damn.
Acho que aí jogas comigo, Kings. Se foste lá para fora sozinho sem mim.
Não podes ir para fora, Kings. Eles estão os três fora, mano. Tu não tens ninguém.
One thing that I do like about the Vamo Querer roster is I think it's the first time that Kashira is calling in his native language,
been able to split checkpoint quite well, and now this is going to be an elongated,
which is pretty cool.
Fight. So this is going to be good news for the likes of Outplayed and No Days Off, who are dropping nearby,
IMO,
and they're going to be able to hear all this commotion going down for quite a while, by the way. So that will either allow them to third party if they fancy it, or they can make
that. And I just like seeing that some of the SA competitors were able to find homes over in EMEA.
At the moment, it looks like both teams have decided to, well, stay healthy. That's all I'm going to say on that one. They decide to split the loot pool and decide to move on to their rotations.
Is Orgulus and Hungry?
Okay.
Pushing over towards Barometer here, it looks like.
I'm coming, I was sitting.
You try to push to that, okay? Should be fine. Watching our back.
Let's go.
Go.
I don't think they're actually fighting anybody though. They already got 2 blues and a purple though, as far as their shields.
I like this spot.
There's energy here, so much energy here.
07's down here as well at Barometer. It looks like we're probably going to be seeing a Barometer ending actually.
Golden light mic, anyone wants
it? Looks like, because it looks like we've got a couple of teams starting to move their way down here. Yeah, we're going to see a lot of conduit today, Moon. EMEA and NA both seem to run a really decent amount of conduit.
Putting them inside.
I like Swinny's new background. That looks sick. That looks tough.
Remember, we don't have crafting.
So E6 got the 2 purples and a blue as far as their shield count.
Second floor, middle. On top. Look at them.
Oh,
Where's he? Go.
Oh my god, it's loud.
Can you give me scopes, Stan?
I don't have it. They're probably gonna get cheated on.
So Kurov was part of the Leave No Witness squad.
You can play for high as well. Look at the guy very low.
I don't think this is all of the Leave No Witness squad though. I think this is a couple of different teams from South America last year.
Can you play on my position on top? Just stop here. Can you grab this? I can. Chill. Here. For a bit. Not now.
They're just gonna be taking some pop shots. Let's hang on board real quick with Passion. Passion's in some trouble over here. Barometer. Denze is gonna be down.
Punch him.
I'm trying.
Looks like both DQ and 0-0, both rocking the white tees.
You have nice buddies?
I don't have shield.
Well, they left witnesses right there. Oh my goodness.
Give me good.
We should be.
I'm gonna rest.
Oh no. Passion's about to be out here.
I have to play my life.
They're not pushing.
This fight sucks.
Yeah, I know.
Well, unfortunately, no one else is really fighting right now.
Most powerful ranged weapon that we have in the game at the moment, aside from the Kraber, and is going to be a staple. And then for short range, we're going to see a lot of Volt. Now, R99 still very strong, but was nerfed ever so slightly. That means without a clip, it is now kind of rivaled by the Volt. So I think we'll start to see a lot more SMG variety and not just R99 on our screen.
Yeah, I agree with you on that one. And obviously the car going to be a good pickup as well for those ultra close range battles without high rate of fire. But there is a little bit more parity with the SMGs than just the dominance of the R99. But you're still quite right. If you've got a purple or gold mag on an R9, you're probably going to pick it over anything else just for that rate.
Glad we're watching this guy sitting in the corner broadcast. Fuck yeah.
Here coming in from Team Cold, and this is the team where you looked at it on paper on the off-season, Dan, and there's not many holes you could pick in it. You've got champions from LAN, you've got EMEA champions, and you've got one of the IGLs, the most established and veteran IGLs in all of the EMEA region as well, who is pretty damn good on the analyst desk.
I mean, the Volt's always felt good, but with some of the nerfs to the other SMGs, like right now, Volt's in a really good spot.
Teams, if they can get out to a good start, that the only thing that can really stop them is maybe a little bit of self-doubt and confidence.
An impressive rotation from them as well, moving from command center, getting all the way to barometer and finding a hot spot, as it were, but potentially a fight that could be happening over here. Two teams certainly posturing up against one another.
Is Alliance just rotating out? They're not going to fight this, are they? Or are they?
What are they doing? They're probably scanning too.
They still have to move their way south here.
Kraber, I think we leave.
They're just going to vibe in the nut? Or are they going to actually rotate out? Looks like they're going to rotate out.
Behind us, RG behind us.
Looks like we got a fight on the main screen here. LVH and who?
Yeah, slowing him down a lot. They're trying to get in, and oh my god, there's just so many Watson fences everywhere. But now they burst out, and it's like a surprise attack, and it'll have to be a retreat. But the retreat is not.
Oh, LVH is.
LVH lose one. Hanzo has gone down, and he was the player who was trying to make that initial play, and now No Days Off have the numbers advantage. Can they take the last two players down without finding anyone else to come in and third party this? It looks like this is a pretty isolated fight at the moment. It looks like LVH.
Yeah, R9 has got a little bit of a nerf though, right?
Reposition for now, but No Days
I think
Off
1 or 2 less bullets and less damage per bullet.
But aren't going to be able to do so comfortably at the moment.
Yeah, there's a couple of teams nearby that can probably hear this going down. Aftermath and Outplayed, but they're in positions that are arguably better than this one, so there's no reason for them to move in. So
Red Dragons got themselves a team wipe, it looks like, early. Remember, they were
because they have the ability to get
one of the PLQ teams.
Essentially make a push here, because you've got to try and finish these two off, but this is great damage just to keep them back as this respawn beacon comes down.
So LVH is going to be able to get their third back in.
Scorpion will have to see if he's going to be able to bring the fire as he gets back into the lobby right now, but you're right, the mobile respawn is going to be in the backpack, which means they can get him back in, and now the push is coming in that they see that opportunity as the 2v3 might become a 3v3 if Hanzo can get back inside of this building. And just a reminder as well, dropping out the dropship now, you're going to have that armor that you had previously. You're also going to have the weapons, not the attachments, but you can fight now.
Yeah, I mean, the 30-30 has always kind of been superior, right? I feel like.
ALGS and back at the championship.
But even with the recent nerf to its hip fire, it's still just disgusting. I think it slaps for somebody who's got aim. I mean, I think it's fair. You make it so it's not as easy to hit it at short range. That way it's not so much able to be used as a shotgun too.
They had that mobile resi and they were easily able to get that banner. So now they can just restart their game. So still 18 squads.
There's full English moving in as well. You can see Alliance on the horizon as well.
Oh, the respawn change? I think the respawn change is dope.
Buildings start to be taken inside of Cenote, but one thing that might stop people is a Kraber. Line it up, buddy. Pull that trigger. Let's see some skulls being splattered.
Just scouting things out at the moment. 11 bullets, plenty to work with. And they're more than happy in this position, and I will say, so the circle, even though it is still looking like it's going to head further towards barometer, there is a chance it could pull a little bit southwest and actually would end up really well for teams like Aftermath, who have already positioned themselves all the way in that southwest corner.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I wouldn't be mad if they dropped in with the white armor. I think the guns is fair, though.
Always fascinating to me, Dan, for everyone at home to watch scrims for months and there'll be 7 teams alive as Zone 3 starts to close, to
But I do agree. I think there has to be some punishment for like losing a teammate, right?
18 squads alive, just the 2. We saw the 1 lost on contest and 1, of course, lost on rotate. But everybody else is set up down. Everybody.
Yeah, you come back with whatever shield you had.
A zone with a good POI with so many playable areas.
So since it was an earlier respawn, he didn't get a chance to level up his Evo yet.
And I think it's going to set us up for one of those crazy zone 4s where the zone pool might surprise a few people, but we're going to see teams forced to be funneled and fight.
You can see RD were the last team to move from the north as we expected from Wall, but there is still a team from the kind of eastern side.
I kind of want to hang on board the Lions because we know that they're going to take a fight with out here. I think it was with who? Red Dragon?
Yeah, they're still there actually.
I think they'll go around. They'll cherry balloon or something.
And they're going to know this is going to be an isolated 3v3.
Just don't let them slide down for free.
Because they should know that most teams are going to already be rotated all the way down towards Barometer.
Kraber, that's a Kraber team by the way, be honest.
In chalk?
Is it? This the team on top?
No, Sinota Shark behind us.
Oh, okay.
I'm 4-4 now, by the way.
I think they're going back. I think they're going back, boys. I just saw two people going back.
They're balloning, yeah.
Get back in. Just careful where they go.
I think one might be too.
Shoot them on the balloon.
Yeah, shoot him. Second one.
It does, correct.
I hit him 140.
The flank away, we're good.
That's good. Wait, listen, we're gonna boost to this corner, okay? We're gonna boost to this corner with the car. I'm gonna boost. You guys might want to go early. And then
that's why people thought players might
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean that's technically a
okay. Make sure there's
something
no one
you can do, but you don't see pros doing it because it takes time.
True. I think I'm gonna watch that. Yeah.
Hey, you should go play with effect. I can boost you guys.
Okay.
All right, so they're not gonna fight here. I thought they were.
One guy, come with me. Take the armor. He's in the corner. Come with me.
I had the Q
in the
for
corner.
myself. I had the Q for myself.
Let's one knock you, okay?
Orgless and Hungry, the previous Vex squad.
Maybe top, clear top. Guys, you should not lose our fucking spot. Loot up and go back. I'm going back, okay?
I'm pretty sure, bro.
It's fine.
It's fine. Did we turn them at least?
I touched the 2. Let's come back.
Okay, let's go back then. Fuck this one kill. Get back to our spot.
I killed him.
Nice, good job. Let's go back.
Team up here, full team above.
Let's watch 40% worse as they're moving their way into the zone here at Barometer. Trying to figure out where they can find themselves some real estate. Looks like they've at least got one team looking at them. Dude, Zerfer is sitting on 5 HP in a dream.
I'm getting naded in the horizon. Play duel, by the way, play duel.
Yeah, Nasky's on 07. Ducky.
I'm trying to stay alive.
Like a team north that had an angle on it.
It comes.
Nasky's got himself 2 rollers for the first time.
It's safe on Mandy.
Yeah, I need to move. Moving to you now.
I have a mode reform.
East that are trying to make their move and trying to survive, and it's also happening on the northern side as well. Teams being held out, teams being griefed, and this is the damage that can happen if you are the late arrival.
Damn, Red Dragon might be able to buy a little bit of space here. Yeah, behind these crates. They're going to have to play this out as a duo, though.
To watch as RD try and survive as they might.
Stay healthy, eliminated in
Ult's
the meantime,
coming in.
But, I mean, RD, this is the team, like I mentioned, that won the contest. They then used that evac to wrap all the way back to the north.
Damn, yep, Alliance just pushes right on them.
In the fight with Alliance, who are holding them out the first time, and it looks like Alliance should be able
Good
to
push by
those
Alliance.
places. KP for them, it's going to be Redragon who are eliminated.
Fucking over the water on timing. See if we can do it. And
Maybe.
Team.
So Orgless and Hungry here is going to have to move a little bit from where they're at on the southern side of Barometer.
Come to me.
All here.
13 teams still left. It looks like only one team's playing as a duo currently.
You go back?
It's fine, get to here. Wall us over.
Yeah, I am.
I'm betting.
Yeah,
Just bat.
Good wall here to be able to cut off line of sight.
I'm gonna conduit now.
That gets them about halfway to where they need to go. They do have a squad that's right up on this rock.
We got a Q over.
I got fucking...
Okay, play behind the car. We can.
I'm killing you.
On me, 1 second here. Take it.
I'm safe.
Coming down.
I'm hitting one with electricity. I got hit hard, boys.
Yeah, I know. We got to play up. I'm playing up now.
Yeah, I'm medkitting them coming.
So he's pushing up aggressively to make sure this team doesn't push up on his teammate that's injured. I like this play. Big swing here by Lucky.
100. I'm dead. Okay, above on you. Weak, Kenna. Can I see, Kenna?
I'm one shot. I'm seeing right.
Nice. Last one down. You tough.
Behind me. You're alone.
Come on, kinda.
No, nice try, bro.
It looks like they got 3-peat there.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Almost focused me.
Take on board with 07 here. Who's also rotating in there by the bridge, right by the 2 nuts. Or just the 1 nut, sorry.
I'm healing. Nice. We need to watch out east. Big threat east, okay? We cannot plan the stairs, we have to plan the outside.
I need the bar. I only have one.
Come on, Nasky.
I have one bat. Look, I'm looking east. I'm heal up next with cells. Heal up cells.
I am. Careful, they get angles.
I'm healing up with cells.
Left side.
Look.
I'm looking.
Amphi, take my DC. Take my DC.
No fish is not in. They're not gonna push.
Yeah. They're gonna push us.
By the way, if you happen to see ads coming up, Moon, can you snooze one for me?
Break that.
Because we're probably going to get one that pops up here at the end.
And then we fight them. Get ready to fight them. We're going to swing. 3, 2, 1.
Oh, they swung first. Oh.
Horizon 100. I'm pushing.
Nasky.
2 knock. Kill. Plan stairs.
Ordered.
Good game, boys. That's a good game.
Well
done, boys.
It's not enough. We only got 9 points.
That's
We
a
need
good game.
12 points on average because of contest.
That's a good game.
No, I don't think there's ones going right now, are there?
Great game. Well, that's a great.
And thankfully, there was enough damage done to 07 that it made it easy for Alliance just to swoop in on the end. So
oh shit!
We're down to just 6 squads.
It actually popped
like
up right there. That's fine. Whatever.
Outplayed Aftermath, LVH, and no
Get wrecked.
days off. Remember, LVH and no
Don't forget, there's a way to
days
avoid
fighting on
ads
the
anyways.
western
Smiles.
side right at the start of this game. They've been able to slowly creep down further and further on the southwest to get into arguably some of the best positions. LVH are the only team in circle right now.
However, you can be in circle, but Effect has got a wingman, and we know that gun for the
Holy smokes!
is a problem.
Holy smokes! Effect.
Get in the way of it, and that's what happens. Effect goes in and just mows down the majority of the shields.
Do we want to sit in with Effect? I think we do.
8 seconds.
Behind us.
Solo pushing 50. Yeah. I don't have wall. I'm batting.
What's funny is I didn't even see it. I was
We need
just
to go for
asking
this on my
if you
ping.
can keep an eye out for it. Apparently it popped up, but it didn't show on my end. That's weird.
I'm fucking dead, bro.
Oh, they're dead there. Yeah, that black hole fucked them. Unfortunate, bruv.
Yeah.
Oh shit, who did we unmute? Who did we unmute?
40 listen. We play for second, okay?
Yeah.
I'm gonna ult. Oh, right here. I got you.
Coming.
That's a good wall. That should let them rotate into the zone. Nice, and they got a gen down here as well. They've got one team up on the hill to the left.
We're chilling, boys.
They're doing a respawn. They're doing a respawn on right side.
No, everyone is pushing. Chill.
Okay.
Nice respawn. We're chilling. The wall is gonna go down in 10 seconds. Good cover on me, by the way.
Full safe on me.
Chill. They come now. No bad, boys. Big right.
Okay, smoke it left side.
I kind of want to stay on board with Aftermath. They're the last team alive that we have on our views.
Or do something.
No, I don't have wall, guys. I don't have wall. That's bad.
Sal, we gotta fight. Go.
Can you smoke the cross?
Yeah, no.
Come on, Kirev.
I'm pushing left side. Oh, left side.
Come on, Kirev.
One shooting. One swinging left. Watson. Put knock up.
Come on, Kirev.
No, fuck.
Yeah, he had no one looking at him. I don't know why you don't heal there.
But not going to connect with the first shot. Can't get the finish either. There was an opportunity, but it was not taken. And now you have to feel this is going to be the end of the game. It's
ANCL play taking game number 1.
A great effort from No Days Off. As you mentioned, they were only a 2. Unfortunately, that third properly went down. And I love the time that they pushed. They tried to take advantage of what they had heard. They didn't really get a
Saying
full
18
reset.
points for them. So they had 6 kills.
Doing so well to make sure that they maneuvered their way on that southern side to stay alive and then take the fights when they needed to.
You just thought there was the opportunity there. Weren't able to get the res immediately.
He stood around for
Pushed
5
across, and there's
seconds,
a
true
2v2
though.
scenario, but just couldn't maybe get enough of a reset with their shields, realizing that that was their opportunity to win the game, so they just had to go and try and capitalize on that damage. And unfortunately, the shield differential just allowed them to get in a position to clean up that 2v2. One Kraber bullet could have changed it though, Dan. We know that. One bullet there gets hit and we have a different champion. But I mean, what a first game. Great to see 18 teams alive. I think it was on zone 3, if I'm not mistaken.
Hey, Aftermath, not a bad game. Alliance still at 10 points.
And when we get to the Pro League is when the real action starts.
Yeah, no days off.
The boys over at 07 with 9.
Pro League as well, still showing that they are a very high kill style team, and they've been able to find a lot of victories in their fights. And remember, they were fighting so early as well on that western side versus LVH, and I was worried that we might see those two teams dip out early, but the circle started to pull towards them, and they were able to kind of reap the rewards because of
Yeah,
that.
I mean, the
All
small
those
things
teams
like
who
that
were
is really what
committed to Barometer had to
separates
move at exactly the
making
same
land
time,
and
it
being
was
top
just a
20,
death
right?
pit over towards Barometer when that happened.
It certainly was indeed. Infinite, by the way, shout out to you guys. I mean,
Or
taking
even
that kill
making
for
land
them
and making
on
regional.
sites and placement points gives them 13 points overall. Full English in 9th position there, just a couple of placement points for them. But as we move over to page 2, we'll see a couple of teams who did struggle, and the one team that is going to be notable is Vamo Querer. Right at the bottom there, lost that contest over at the wall. E6 surprisingly going out early as well, but as we see, whenever they go down, they still have some KP alongside it. And you can see also Cold, who were in a pretty good position to start off with. Unfortunately, that pull from
rickety right. Looks like we've got Liquipedia up. It always updates pretty quick on EMEA and NA
spoke about
days.
who's a zone team, who's an edge team, what's better in the current meta. Is it better to play edge? There was times where Alliance really benefited from playing edge, where they were able to move in and pick up the pieces, but then eventually it was a team who had really played zone from the very get-go, who were able to kind of hold on.
All
to
right,
a
let's
lot of the
update
area
our
that was
scoreboards
created
over on
by
both
that circle,
teams.
but plenty
Are
of
both
action
platforms
happening
here?
towards the late game there.
Remember,
We
if you
went
ever
down from,
tune
like,
in
15
on
squads to
Twitch
6
or
in a matter of
YouTube,
minutes
and the
at one
Liquipedia
point.
page is
But, an
updating,
amazing way to start off
estimation
ALGS
point
year
now
4
gives you an
with EMEA here.
up-to-date scoreboard.
Yeah, ANC outplayed, obviously taking home that first win. LVH, there's a couple of plays that they made towards the end where you're just kind of like, I like this play, but the execution was lacking, right? That one team fight, they recognize if they win that team fight, they probably win the game. They got some initial damage done, but then they had to push the Watson team. And we always talk about compositions, why you play certain legends. With that gen down, it just elongated that fight. The shields just kept regenerating a little bit, and they weren't able to get the finishes on that initial damage that did come in. So that was kind of the game-defining fight, I would say, that lost LVH the game and gave ANC Outplayed the opportunity to win it with the time that it took to finish
If
that
you
fight.
ain't doing
I think
nothing,
ANC
you're probably
Outplayed
busy
looking at
dying.
that and you're thinking, maybe not talked about enough by us. We talked about so many teams, but one team we didn't talk about is the team who win our first game here.
Yeah, and dropping over towards Downed Beast, so they were on that western side already, but they still had to move, and they ended up on the southern side. So they were able to move quickly, position themselves accordingly, and then reap those rewards as well when the circle did start to pull towards them. But it also shows how important it is to keep a full 3 up. I know that sounds silly, and I know how difficult it is, but knockdown shields are going to be important. Make sure you've got some way of protecting you so that you can get picked up, because if you get finished that late on, you're not going to be able to get back into the game. Well, unlikely anyway, even with a mobile resi. So that was unfortunate for LVH, but we have to tip our hats if we had them to Outplayed.
Well, that is game 1 done and dusted. It's time for us to go to a quick break, but don't go anywhere, everyone.
Break time! What is Nasky watching?
I'm gonna watch Nightwing. I always watch the mainstream anyway when I'm like off. Like the VOD.
We got 3-pit by Alliance, right?
Oh my fucking damage from Andy. He is fucking farting. Red Dragon's gonna be eliminated.
Oh, it was a duo that zipped up behind us, by the way.
Yeah. Alright, Shrim's gonna try to make it a Mandy. We're gonna have to navigate.
No way of telling,
going.
guy.
I only saw 2,
Oh,
but
fucking
like I was so far away, I couldn't. I don't know if one was already
It's
there.
a very, yeah, I mean, it's a very good play by them.
Which weapon had the most damage during 2023 Championship Match Point format? It's going to be the R99. I'm so good. I'm fucking smart. I'll be right back, chat. I'm going to run a quick ad, even though I think we just ran an ad, so I don't think I'm going to be able to run ads. Yeah, I know we just ran a quick ran ad not too long ago. I'm gonna run another one now, and then we'll run one during ring 2. That should put us in kind of a rhythm. That way we're really not missing much as far as in game. Cool, love you guys.
Welcome back to the ALGS Year 4 Split 1. We are back with Game 2. Rain Day and Gaskin on the mic representing the start of EMEA. And Dan, what a finish. We saw ANC outplayed a team, quite rightly, we have not spoken about enough, take the win in game number 1.
Well, that's one way to start getting talked about, right? Is to start winning games and put your name on that map. And now we're going to be keeping an eye on Outplayed and how they move and how they rotate and whether they can make this a pattern or whether it was just a one-off going into map number 2. Remember, they drop over towards Downed Beast, so that kind of southwest circle did help them out. But the same could be said for LVH, who drop at Cenote Cave. They weren't able to capitalize, but they were griefed quite early on. But still, both teams able to pick up good points from circles pulling their way.
And just to mention, Andy Jack, Shex, Willem, they've been together, the Italian trio, since 2022. And Andy Jackson, Shex, since 2021. These players actually are, we talked about Alliance being a long-tenured roster, one of the longer-tenured rosters in EMEA that have stuck together. So that bodes well for them continuing off as we take a look at the teams coming in, ready to drop off. But Dan, I mean, that's got to mean something in the chaos of starting off a league. It's always good to have longtime teammates that can support you in those final zones.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you almost have a head start against a lot of these teams who have made even more changes because you're going to have that chemistry, you're going to have that knowledge of playing in certain scenarios, playing in certain circles. But my question would be, if you've not made those changes and it wasn't working in previous years, why is it suddenly going to start working now? Or maybe Outplayed are finally clicking to the point where they say, okay, well, we know what we've been doing wrong previously, and we think that it will be worth it as we head into year 4 and as we head out of the dropship here for match number 2.
It's Storm Point. World's Edge comes in the second half of our games today in EMEA, but we go to where the storm is heaviest, right into the eye, as we kick off.
Holy shit, we're already in the next game?
And you'd mentioned this.
Wow, they are cooking.
A few of the starts of this season, teams fighting for space. Back to Vamo Querer, looking to get that contest going their way this time around.
Yeah, last time they were about a millisecond away from the Conduit Q being able to help them in that fight. We'll have to see whether they'll be able to get a better fight this time, but it looks like maybe RD are saying, oh, yep, we've lost one, we're getting out of here. They can craft the banner because they have the support legend to be able to do so, and Vamo Querer were able to get the better of them this time, and they will assert a little bit more dominance.
Big start for Vamo Querer because it could have gone very, very poorly. 2 games in a row, you're sitting out for 30 minutes. That is one of those difficult mental battles. Plus, you don't want to fight the personnel battle of looking to get your team together off of scrims into the real ALGS environment. It's 1-1 for these 2 teams. So Red Dragon now going to go back to the drawing board and see if they can take the edge before heading to World's Edge. As we transition over another fight between No Days Off. And look at this, Vamo Querer possibly getting involved. No, they're really not. This is actually, I think,
this is Mind and No Days Off. Yeah.
A mistake. Yeah, this is, we're just getting those graphics set up for you guys. But No Days Off specifically, second place in that match we just saw, Dan. Really impressive.
They probably put Querer because of Kings.
Yeah, being able to quickly move in those early games to get into that western position, but now are they going to be able to move quick enough fighting Mind here at North Pad? That means Mind.
Oh, it was a complete like.
And instead moved over to North Pad. So that's an interesting decision. You already had a contest.
All right, so No Days Off going to go out early.
It's worked out for them as Mind will wipe out No Days Off. So No Days Off after an amazing match number 1, the new team who qualified into Pro League. Suddenly they then get griefed at North Pad, and Mind have said, you know what? We're not going to give you any easy games. We're not going to give you any easy looting paths. Instead, we'll take the fight to you.
Wonderful stuff. No Days Off again. Just mentioning that 18-year-old prowess. Played the Watson, switched, I believe, to Catalyst earlier on. So we'll see how that goes. Infinite, another team, 13 total points.
All right, let's see what we got going around here real quick. Let's take a quick look around. For Passion.
I'm getting shot from.
They're actually getting shot here right now. You got a blue, a purple, and a gold. EQ's having to fall back. Gonna have to use that Phoenix kit here.
need that.
We should keep moving.
Yeah. Down, they're close, I think.
I say I don't know if I'd be chilling in spiders right now.
I'm hitting.
Oh fuck.
Okay, go.
Not sure that's what I'd be doing.
Let's go for the left house.
Okay.
I think
Yeah, penis
smoke here
kick.
just in case. If you get shot in the back.
No smoke.
It's a Swedish-made
There might
penis
be people in
enlarger.
the house. Get ready.
Yeah.
We just ape this house.
No one.
Just wait.
We have care package. I think we should
Aftermath rocking the blue, purple. Orgless and Hungry rocking the blue, purple. Looks like we got 3 white tees over here on 40% worse. They're at barometer. Looks like that they know they got someone up by them.
But I'm gonna reinforce. These guys might actually push. We have triple white.
They might try and send us. We need to be careful. Like, if they get even a crack on us or something, this could be bad.
I'm reinforcing bottom floor.
Yeah, do it.
I just think it pulls more left. 100%.
Did they hit you, by the way? They probably know one like triple white or double white or some shit, maybe. They might
They
try and
know
send
my
us.
armor.
Yeah,
They know my armor.
They know my armor too. They know we're like got dog shit armors. They might send us. Get behind us.
Nice.
Nice.
They only know one
Are we
armor, by the
getting,
way. I don't know what character they hit with that smoke. So they
Another
know
southern
you-
zone?
That one at least, yeah. Whoever got like hit directly, and they know the legend of.
Yeah.
Just
Okay,
be careful of
that's
that.
fine. If they check 2 more armors, they're gonna push.
Yeah. Just careful of armor checks.
Dude, this is actual cuckage. Can we rotate?
Yeah,
This
really,
is
really,
yeah,
really
this is
annoying.
bad.
Yeah, they're in a tough spot here.
Pulls over more mill.
They're
Yeah,
still
it
holding
definitely
us.
does.
They're
You know what's
still
kind of
holding us.
crazy? I'm surprised that I didn't even
One will
think
do
for
it.
a second
And that's another
that
3 kills.
40% worse would have gotten picked up by LG. I don't know why that never clicked in my mind, even though obviously they
Into the
didn't. But
rotation and stay healthy have stayed just that. But they're not alone. Infinite coming around the corner as well. Will they be a part of this? Will Cole be able to come down from the top? We would expect JMW to maybe have that catalyst wall close. Tyler FPS does have that Bangalore.
Nah,
ultimate.
besides, I'm not a big
Gotta
fan
get
of the map
finding
view.
exact moment to push. You might give
Not
up a
gonna
little
lie.
bit more than you get in this regard. So staying patient. And
it's
keeping
usually
an eye.
unzoomed out. It's
Looks
not
like
very
the circle
useful.
is going to be kind of heading the northwestern side of the middle of the map, if that makes any sense to you. A lot of checkpoint zones at the moment, and a lot of teams going to be moving there nice and early, as again SH are going to be having a look over towards another team, and it's going to be plenty of teams just trying to escape the fire that's happening from the high ground. This is what happens on Storm Point when you get a circle that pulls north. If you are one of those southern teams, you have to fight your way uphill, and it can often be so detrimental if you take the fight too early, because then other teams get involved and you're just left with very little to be able to do.
Wow.
Instead, sometimes
Shots
you wanna
fired.
try and go
Shots
unnoticed.
fired.
You want to try and creep through to find
That's
a position,
fucking tough.
and then
That hurts.
utilize the legend abilities that are available for you. If you've got that horizon, sure, that's great. Then that can help you push a team as on high ground.
One of the reasons, even in terms of adjusting areas in Storm Point, the developers mentioned making things.
All right, we keep seeing passion over here in this fight
I can help.
at the Triple Donut buildings.
Still watching the back, yeah?
Careful, you smoked in.
They've got the 2 purples and a gold on Denze.
I'm good. I have cut. I need. I'm 2-4. I'm just gonna save match spell.
I'm 2-10.
I'm 17, no bus.
70 cells?
Yeah, you want some?
Besides, even Wig doesn't like his. Doesn't like the minimap
They
one.
might leave, by the way.
Yeah, I need to see if I don't want them to cannon on me.
So get fucked.
Yeah. Don't shoot them at all.
Yeah,
because they
yeah.
don't know if they're looking at them.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll rat your banners though.
Oh, they might be leaving, dude.
So Shiv and company gonna be left down as just a blue, just Shiv right now. Gotta try and find a way to recover those banners. I don't see anybody else is really fighting currently. Vamo Querer is trying to find their way into this zone.
Ganhei em cima. Eles estão a ganhar tipo white glitch nas smokes.
Remember, they had a very early exit in game number 2. Or sorry, in game number 1. Another early exit in game number 2 could be pretty bad for them here.
Temos que reagir, porque aqui em cima pode haver uma equipa à direita já.
Sim.
Era bem hoje de volta.
Tava aqui pra ganhar ângulo de nós. Ganhei ângulo.
Paragem em cima, relando, calma. Ó, tô relando. Passando pra
They're
vocês
on the
agora.
low ground right now, so they have to find.
Tem GG na smoke.
Why are we watching a cheater? He says.
No processo. Passando sala.
That guy can see everyone through the walls. He's hacking.
Você.
Nem que tenha que sair full. Sai full.
Ok.
Esta casa tá fria, mas tá uma equipa na árvore.
Tô vendo. É dele. Relaxa, sabe? Estaquei ele, estaquei ele, estaquei ele. Estaquei o cara da casa.
Vamos tentar subir, guys.
Subi nessa casa aqui.
Ali à direita, sai por aqui, pela direita, vai por aqui, sim.
Não tem passiva, vou dar agora.
Não precisamos, ok. Deixa esta casa aqui em cima.
How come whenever I open the Apex, I don't see a controller on my screen? Hacks.
Tá frio, eu acho, guys. Vem pra mim. Sim. Deu cross, tô relando.
Tem cross também.
Exato. Eles não vão dar sand aqui no meio da praça.
It's a similar spot where Vamo Querer died in game 1.
É só um time com aquele lado inteiro.
Uma bate 4 cells.
Duas bates 6 shells.
They'll probably be able to just kind of chill out here, honestly, though. Now they've been able to move their way into this building. They should be able to vibe.
Swing it up. Oh, take out my door, my door. Swing this, swing with this cell. Okay, I'm going back.
Why is he so loud?
Just watch him. I need to watch too much.
Get high.
I'm sitting high.
Aftermath and trouble over here at Mill.
He got a door. They might stand, boys. They know I'm low.
Okay.
Open the bed. They have the doors on mid. Both doors are dead. It's not Kitty. We're fighting him.
Okay, heal up.
I'm gonna
Heal up, we can make a play, okay?
Hear the game. I have wingman. Remember that. We got that shit.
They're outside, guys, I think.
Yeah.
Close this door.
Turn north, I think.
Does he not have any syringes? Save your med kit!
Here, if you want to use all the...
Dog, you had syringes!
I'm gonna play outside. I'm playing aggressive.
Careful. I'm with you.
Yeah, we need to do it.
Do you see them?
Yeah, they left here.
Sure?
Be careful, brawler team.
Nah, fuck it, that was more than 25.
Yeah.
What's up?
I'm gonna...
Flash, me and you scout, okay? Me and you
I don't really want to stay here. I feel like they're in a vibe for a bit here at Mill. I think they're going to be alright. Looks like Alliance is moving their way around, trying to figure out... So, Alliance is one of the teams that's just outside of Mill. So remember, they have Aftermath to their south.
Yeah, just watch your back, Yuki. Keep watching your back.
I'm watching out back. Yeah, we have to clear everything. 2-7. I'm going on 5.
Yeah, I'm with you, Yuki. Just take
Bro, shut the fuck up.
Yuki.
It's rampant.
Okay. I'm gonna bat.
Okay, we're good. We're just clear back.
I think we back up then. Can't climb this shit.
I feel like every time we switch over to a team, they're just like, nah, you know what? We don't really want to get into a fight, though.
I'm 4-11. Can't climb.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm with you. All good.
Looks like Nasty was scouting. They're going to try and find some real estate, it looks like.
Listen, we play here and we play gatekeep on everyone, okay? That's our new job.
Okay. I'm good here. The fight on top of
Can we 3-2-1 here? Can we 3-2-1? Everyone, come.
It's all you.
3.
He's not peeking.
As soon as he peeks. I only have one bat.
I'm 2-3, guys. I'm 2-3. I'm 2-3.
Yeah, dropping you one now.
Heal up.
He's right in Nasty.
3. Oh. Right here. 3, 2, 1. 78, low.
78
shot. 150, 130. Back up. I'm healing you, Amphi.
Just needed one more shot on him, bro.
Yeah, we're in a good spot. Okay? It's ending on yellow ping, though.
Flying.
On us! Oh, no!
Kill them.
I'm nading.
Alright, so
behind them too.
he is saying that it's going to end on this ping right here.
Stay alive! Careful!
We'll have to keep an eye on it and see if that's where it ends.
Horizon low.
I'm on a bat.
Horizon in this corner.
I'm pushing. I'm waiting. They're gonna die.
You think so too, Moon?
Horizon cracked. He popped the bat.
Keep coming back. When the smoke fades, they're gonna get shot at from cannon.
They're both on me. One finishing me.
How many? One dead, yeah?
Yes, one dead. He's finishing me. He's gonna arm swap. Push it up. One push
Careful.
up.
Nah, now they got a team behind them too. They are so fucked.
One shot on res. He's trying to res.
Nasty, I think we have to fight this. We can't let them res.
Dude, no, we need.
I think they got the res.
It's too. On us. Right here.
I'm dead.
Yeah, they are so screwed here, bro.
Player left.
Bro, they've been fucked since Jump Street. That's tough.
Tô relando, eficiência. Na esquerda, tem um cara na esquerda.
Was that Vamo Querer that actually was pushing on him? Yeah, it's not a very good spot. Vamo Querer is going to go down.
Ulti the choke.
Who else is rotating and potentially in a fight here? Take a quick look over here over with Aftermath. Aftermath is in some trouble.
Right side. They're swinging.
One shit, get there.
They're getting shit on. Plays low. They're getting shit on.
Nice, they're getting help. Kurev's the last one alive, though.
Oh, fuck, bro. What are they doing?
Dude.
Holy shit.
Shiv's about to go down as well. Dude, Nasky's still alive?
Nice.
Bro, Nasky's just ratting it.
One more spot for 2 points. One place spot.
Vibing.
I don't have. Guys, we need to clear this side. You won't be aggressive.
Alliance is probably going to 3P this, right?
Okay. Force him run. Just drop him bats if you have. Yeah, I got bats. I got 4.
Surely Alliance 3Ps this.
I'll drop you 2. Bro, there was no loot on 2-3 of them. Just pinch this. We're fine. Just pinch this, guys.
Yeah.
Play safe, though.
So they're going to full send this.
Next to me. 50 on 1. 45 down. Knocked him.
We need to go back soon.
Yeah, just make them go around.
Okay.
I got a wing.
Wait.
I got a wing.
I'm going back.
Come back.
I'm gonna loot.
Yeah, I'm just watching.
They have trade.
Yeah, no, but we cannot let them come this side.
I'm saying they have trade. You might be able to kill them.
They're dead anyway.
All right, so they're going to chill out here. Who's fighting over here? This looks like it's Passion fight. That's one of the two teams that's fighting.
Come right.
They're about to go down here. Yeah, they're going to go out in 8th.
Oh, I got crabby. No.
Yeah, I got crabby as well in the back.
I kind of want to just jump on board, I think, with Alliance.
Yes.
Drop 3 bats.
What do we think?
Yep. Watching behind.
You want to vibe with Alliance here for endgame?
Left is in. That's it. Yeah, we need to get in there. I'm smoking them again. We need to wall it back.
I'm walling, yeah.
We need to wall it together.
I walled. There's a guy there. You need to smoke forward.
I'm shooting him.
Axel, yeah, I'm not kidding.
All right, so they know that they got one pinned up here to the left.
I ulted them.
But then they should,
Yeah,
be
let's go.
able to push this rock that's up in front of them
Come on,
here.
Doodle, behind us. Just go forward. You can go.
Nice, they're actually going to push past that. They're going to go all the way up to
Yeah, we're holding.
On the rock.
the cannon if they can.
They walled. Catalyst bottom right.
I think this is 2 separate squads. They have one on the catalyst on the right, and then
On
they
the
have one
right
up on the
side,
top of the hill.
120.
Good read effect. Good read.
Dead. On me. Crack bang. Push, fight.
Oh my goodness.
Shield me. I'm dead.
Yeah, he's
bro,
dead.
Fuck
That's
me,
tough.
man. What are we doing?
Tough, bro. Tough for 10. 07 still alive?
Cheeky Nasky in the lobby, hiding as a lone rat into the top 3 and still
07 might
potentially win this game if you play it right, because now RD are down to just 2, so are LVH, I believe. So Nasky.
Nah, hold on.
Condor got a first.
Hold on.
Get top 2 guaranteed or try for a win.
Nasky, pull this off, Nasky. Please.
Oh, please, I'm fucking stuttering.
Doesn't matter. Good fucking shit.
Still though, pulling off to second though. Good shit. Good shit.
A little bit too late to the party, which is exactly his personality. I imagine he's the kind of guy who does turn up late to a party. He's too cool for it, right? But elsewhere, I mean, Alliance, the fact that they weren't able to win that fight because they got griefed by Red Dragon, it was a massive one against LVH on that western side. Those two teams were kind of posturing up against each other for quite some time. And the fact that LVH came out on top in the end, I mean, it was a game-winning fight.
Yeah, it was a game-winning fight. And you know what's so curious about it too, we saw them have a moment against Alliance, but we also saw really, I think, some of the questions that we stated at the beginning get answered. LVH,
big game for LVH, a PLQ team,
especially on their debut. As somebody who's worthy of contending for Europe or EMEA in total, yes.
Red Dragon, another PLQ team showing up.
19 to kick it off. 07, you got to give hats off to Nasky for getting 9 points, a 10 points total after not a great fighting game, but overall just a great tactical game. They're even tied with Alliance, but Red Dragon, Element 6 having some monster performances and kills, Dan.
Yeah, I think the kills that we've seen from teams on both sides.
Gotta love seeing the rat plays be able to exist with no seers in the lobby. You know what I mean? It's a beautiful thing.
Play edge effectively. I love the way Alliance played that game. It was so intelligent, but unfortunately for them, when they pushed that western side, they had to take the fight against LVH, and it was just really the extra damage from Red Dragon that pushed them off of the ability to be able to win that game for me, but they still had a very successful one. And then a few teams who really struggled on the other side of the leaderboard, who again just couldn't quite get going, whether that be down to a poor rotation, maybe they didn't get ring console information early enough, so they just had to move on a whim. But there was also a couple of teams who lost in those early fights.
I wonder if this trio,
the boys who dropped over at North.
Nah, the trio probably doesn't make a cast all day. They have like 8 casters
from
now.
Checkpoint, and it's No Days Off, who go from having such an incredible game 1 to then 0 points in game 2.
It is unfortunate to start so well and then have that, but I would rather start really well, I think.
An ANC outplay went down with only 4 points after they were sitting at, what, 19?
And then have a game 1 where you get 0 points, not even a chance to play. To me, that just starts the
or
day
something
off
like
wrong.
that.
You don't want to go into a 6-game lobby like that, wasting 30% of your options on this map specifically. Overall, they'll be happy with 2. They've got to get something done
I
in
think
3.
we've got final scores. Not final scores, but yeah, we do have updated scores, chat.
A lot of storylines building in just 2 games. Teams we've expected to play well have played well. Teams that we
let's go ahead and update them over on the red and purple brand. Remember, whenever y'all come in here and y'all we're watching Apex ALGS, and if the Liquipedia is updating, you can always use exclamation point now to get an up-to-date scoreboard.
And the damage load as well.
Notice the conduits that we see in the top 3 as well, and how important conduit seems to be in the EMEA region for some of these teams. Has really played a vital part in not just early fights, but some of these late game fights as well. Having a player who's aware of when they need to hit that cue, when you need to shield your teammates, is going to be massive moving forward in this year of ALGS.
Well, that's why also when you look at Nasky, Jukes, and Wifes, to me, they play different roles than when we mentioned Alliance. Yuki, I think they fit a little bit better with their play style of keeping an eye on the team. Yes, being aggressive, but not necessarily being the #1 damage dealer on their
Why did Red Dragon
most of
change
the
their
time
logo?
in terms of who you would put in a 1v1. Yet Yuki does have that role. So
I like their old
also very
logo.
interesting as we watch this season and this meta develop, which role
Not gonna lie.
Catalyst and which player, excuse me, Conduit actually fits best with. So far, only 2 games to go by. We'll continue to keep track of that as LVH lands at the top. ANC outplayed, and Red Dragon right behind them. Red Dragon, Infinite, and Alliance in a 3-way tie with 20 points all the way down to 5th. And then again, teams on the
So we got us a nice tight little
desperately get their way back up in game 3.
leaderboard right
Just a
now.
final note on the
8
conduit.
teams
I
within
love
8
that you
points
picked
of the
up
lead.
on that, and play styles and who should be playing conduit as well, because there are 2 approaches. You can give it to a support player who's going to be kind of at the back of the pack, who can see everything, but you can also put it on your most aggressive player as well, because you shield yourself as well as shielding a teammate. So it just allows you to have that extra little bit of shield in that fight, in that skirmish, and that's why we might see some of the teams who do like to have an aggressive player playing conduit as well.
Going to be an exciting thing to unfold as the day goes on. So much more ALGS action coming up right after the break. Game 3 coming at you.
All right, chat, we're gonna go ahead and run ads here real quick while it's on break. I'm gonna go use the restroom, refill my water, so y'all ain't gonna be missing anything. It says a minute and a half. Let's go ahead and run a minute and a half of ads. Let's get it. Did I pause this? I paused this like a dummy.
A lot of the time you would have seen teams overcommitting to a fight, starting to panic,
Not bad,
knowing
Jab.
they were potentially in a little bit of a pinch, but they kept outputting damage, but most importantly, staying as a full 3, not allowing one player to go down, which would have initiated any of those teams to push and try and clean up that damage.
Well, again, we're going to have
All
the
right,
early
here.
skirmish. VQ going to be taking the fight on the wall.
We're just going to stay with the main broadcast for this. As far as pronouncements, we're already in.
With the conduit, just to make sure you get that gun early on.
Yeah, Havoc is going to be a very good gun to find. To be honest, any gun on contest is a good one to find, and you're going to see with the
Let's say Vamo Querer and ooh, with the P2020, the P shooter.
Easy job, but we said this before when we've seen VQ in this fight, and it didn't go their way. So let's see if they can be shouting Vamos after this one is done and dusted. They have got that initial knock, and they have the high ground, but can they be quick on collapsing now on the last player alive, which is going to be Kazakh?
Yeah,
Kazakh still sitting on a white tee. 3v1 here.
The fact that they've been able to get 2 knocks now means that they really dominated this fight. So they may have lost it in match number 1, but they've turned it around to make it a 2-1 victory across Storm Point. I think Vamo Querer will be very happy about that one. They've had to live through a few contests, or has Kashira throughout his time in the ALGS. Often said that he was targeted because teams thought that they maybe could take advantage of their quick rotations. Well, they were able to win that fight and certainly get a nice little early engagement going in their favor. But again, it's going to be back up to a 2 for Red Dragon, and they will be retreating. So even though they were able to get an initial knock, they weren't able to solidify the full wipe.
Yeah, and it's going to be an opportunity to craft some banners and get back in the game again with Conduit in that composition. So game not over for sure. And I will say on contest, sometimes it's important if you're a full 3, I would say, in that situation to try and
Burhole seems to be confident in the TSM squad.
Just to not only assert dominance on the POI down, but just to make sure that that team doesn't get to come back and bite you a little bit later on if they do have that conduit and the ability to res in that composition. Aftermath, though, going to be on our screen. They're going to be looting up right now. And
all right, so this is our last game, last go around.
All of this real estate
on Storm Point.
Western side, northeastern side, still after all these years now, my compass doesn't work, but still, you get the point, all right? Alliance have got a lot of work and a lot of loot to pick up over on that side.
You said it was a southern circle as well. I was just, at this point, we just need to buy you a compass.
Now.
We need to give you
Do
one.
you know what? I'm going to invent my own directional GPS, and everyone else is just going to, I'm not going to tell anyone else what it is, so therefore I can't be wrong.
I think onset GPS would really pop off, and I'd definitely buy into it. If it was on Dragon's Den. As the Red Dragons...
It'll take you 8 hours to do 20-minute journeys.
Crazy, really, that... You're right. Yeah, you want to try and finish off those
okay,
fights.
so Styles is on kick.
They might come back to bite you, but also your loot
Flash also on kick or no? No, Flash is
them
new.
retreating and also looting as they retreat, depending on which way they go.
Got
I think
it.
it's something
Okay.
we're seeing that's very different from scrims now compared to tournament play, is that people are actually surviving a little bit more and not taking those risks, as everyone just wants to get to that late game.
Yeah, I think the conduit meta again is a contributing factor to that, and another reason to chase the players down, right? You just can't let them get back in the game. I think if you win that contest, you get those knocks, you've got to be quick. You've got to try and finish it. Otherwise, why wouldn't the team come back and contest you in the next game as well, right? Well, no days off. We're going to have their shields taken off. Good shots initially with the 30-30 repeater, but for now, they're going to have to just stay healthy, and they're in a really good position as well, as the zone does look like it's going to be pulling towards Pylon here. One of the new POIs that we do see, of course, here on Storm.
All right, E6 got 40% worse up under him at the moment. We ain't gonna worry about that though. Looks like No Days Off currently has Takeo down.
Two remaining players can actually do some damage. The Vault in the 2 times is not something I like putting together, but it can work in the right hands. And you can see it's doing some flash damage there as well, but not enough to get
No Days Off, not in a good spot, man. Remember, No Days Off had a good first game, and now they're gonna go out early again in game 3.
Unfortunately, another game where they fall early after their early success in match number 1.
And that fight is a prime example of why Nasky decided I need a couple of roller boys with me, because they can get that damage down. They can be a huge influence on those team fights.
No Days Off finishing second
the right position. So the
in game 1. They had 17 points, and now a second, like, really early exit.
They're in one of the higher ground positions, which can allow them to just rain down a lot of
Orgless and
damage.
Hungry in trouble here.
Cold there. You've got Orgless and Hungry neighbors, but one of them looking a little bit more uncomfortable than the other.
Yeah, this could be a very similar circle to what we saw yesterday in APAC. Where it did.
I have no fucking vehicle. I need to finish.
Let's actually jump on board.
They are outside. That's a duo, guys, I think. Okay?
Okay. Let's do this and then look.
I think. I'm not sure.
Behind this? Yeah,
yes.
They're popping what we know. They're popping what we know.
Okay,
maybe.
can you look?
Okay, I'm going. You ready?
I was gonna say, I think they just need to go ahead and push on this squad
Kill me.
and at least buy some space for themselves.
They're free, I think maybe. I crack one.
Nice shots from Unlucky.
Oh, man.
They're getting third party from high ground, though.
Get inside.
I'm dead, bro.
Is that E6 up there third partying that?
I don't know if I'll be able to get inside.
It is E6.
For now, but it's actually E6 in the middle of all of this carnage. I don't quite know how they've managed to thread this needle, but they're alive, and they've got kind of back up.
Kind of, yeah, and at least at the moment they could potentially look to try and just restabilize a little bit.
It is August and Hungary still.
Yes, August and Hungary against Cold. Graceful taking a lot of damage.
The overlay is starting to throw things off for them. That's funny.
To do here.
They're gonna have to play this as a duo here for now.
We'll try and push in first. They might get the banner.
It was E6 though that was pushing in. Cold's gonna go out. The 18th spot.
Cold have been eliminated in the meantime. They were in that pinch, and it's gonna be Alliance who moved up. And one thing I love about Alliance and how they rotate to this zone is they do have the Trident available over on the northeast. Thank you. Landing spot that they have, they can get into these southern zones pretty quickly just by going down.
The thing that's going to be tough for Orglis and Hungary right now is like their real estate is really, really good. And if teams realize that they're a duo, they will push them to get that building.
Yeah, it was a total lie. Sorry.
Because they're like on the southernmost side over there. Where like if teams can take over that spot, they'll know there's nobody going to be, you know, south of them. It's less area for them to have to kind of worry about.
Coast, excuse me, kind of lends itself to the name of the POI, right? This is not a place with freshly built buildings. A lot of damage being done means there's a lot of line of sight, and you have to be able to spin around very quickly, deny and position yourself from other teams having those lines of sights onto you. So
Looks like Alliance is rotating their way down towards.
Oh, we need to think of a plan. If there is a team
Was that launch pad?
Do we hold them out? We don't push them.
Yeah, we need a hard gate keep everything.
Yeah.
Just call me over. I'll boost immediately with the car and bang ulti. Just let me know if you need me. Just make sure nobody wraps the mountain. Make sure nobody wraps the show. Try to finish the towers if you can.
Alliance had like a decent day, but at the same time rather quiet. Haven't really popped off with kills. Haven't finished outside the top 5 though either.
I think they're trying to rest here. I'm not sure.
Currently sitting in 3rd.
Just play like.
I haven't seen the flatline.
Asking them still over at Pylon here for 07. They're going to have to rotate out here now.
Fucking go.
They're rocking the triple purples. Feeling good probably after that last game.
Let me get a crate shot, okay? Don't get spotted. I'm just gonna.
Orglis and Hungary is going to be able to get
I'm in.
Unlucky back in on the revive. Nice. They're back to a full trio. Well done. Well done. Let's go ahead and hang on board here with Vamo Querer as they're rotating their way in.
Não, acho que não. Tô esperando um treco.
Cai aqui nas aranhas.
Quem? Tô com você.
Deixa eu ver se chega aqui a praia. Tá ali uma carta kill.
Tem as aranhas ali.
Ah,
Estamos
tá
aqui
aqui
na
alguém a
casa.
esperar.
Tem um time na Big Building. Big Building.
Não dá pra afundar. Nem sequer tenho arma pra afetar isto assim.
Não consigo meter uma vaca aqui, talvez. Ir deep.
Ir deep para onde?
Thought we were going to have some action there. Ended up not. We're going to have a listen in though over here.
Okay, shit, Jesus.
By the way, try to group up more heavy. I'm gonna need it soon, okay? Get these from the powders.
I got purple.
You got no armor, okay?
I got them.
So what, did Alliance must have just found some rat on the outskirts there?
Heavy somewhere, so I have extra.
Okay. I have 200
You got a
heavy.
Peter Hackers, right?
Yeah, I have 100.
Looks like 07's been able to find themselves a pretty decent spot here.
I mean, I can switch to light ammo from under mind effects taking it. It's all good.
Yeah,
I mean, there should be a bunch of extra.
I have 207
Finally,
heavy.
he came out.
Alive.
My frames are fucking dog shit here. I have 90 FPS.
I was going to say, it's nice to hear the boys' voices. It's nice to get acquainted with them, but information-wise, Dan, not too much to take away from that listening.
Except a spider was chasing one of them. That's about the information we got out of it. You've got to be careful.
All right, EXO here.
Spiders lurking on Storm Point, that's for sure. Now, this is where the action's going down, though. You can see EXO at the moment being chased by LVH. LVH, who have already shown what a dominant force they are in 3v3 engagements, so EXO need to be a little bit careful.
Echo HQ is going to be the location of this fight, and it's fairly isolated. It looks like actually EXO Clan are in the vicinity as well. So there's 3 teams in and around Echo, which is why nobody wants to commit at the moment. And I think that ANC Outplayed are just trying to get away from some of this action. You see that on your screen, LVH will be safe in this little corner, and they've also got a couple of cat cues to put down to make that a little bit more of a sticky situation. And look, XOQ, they've seen this going on.
Let's see if we can find anybody to go in and actually like listen in on some action. I kind of want to sit in with 07 here.
Your decision,
Looks like they're
man.
looking to take a push.
I would like to fight.
Let's try again, okay?
Okay.
I really feel like
Call me,
Nasky with 2 rollers, man, has a potential to put together a good season here. If you think about it, like, they had the best finish of any EMEA team.
70 on cat.
Careful, save your nades
At
for
champs.
the peaks, guys, okay? Because they're just gonna
I have no
reinforce it
nades.
again.
I have no nades.
I have no nades. I'm going back on him. I'm going back. I'm trying to find nades.
I'm saving my nades for when if we siege them at some point, okay?
Alfie, just don't let them triple swing you, okay?
Yeah,
Do
yeah,
not
I'm
let them.
playing in a safe spot.
If we break the door and then break their gen, I can ult inside and they have to play on the outside.
Is that you with the smoke?
No.
No.
That was on the west side.
They put a new gen down.
The problem is they're just triple peeking and they.
We're just walking on the bridge next zone, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fighting over here. I need now. Look at this instead. Look at this instead. Look at this instead. All three, okay? Fuck this house. Fuck the siege.
All
We're
right,
looking
top
to take
15
you,
here.
on the northwest.
They're going to push out away from their house.
So that we
Try
don't
and see if they can pick up a
fight
couple of
back
extra
up if
KP.
If we lose trades. I'm holding pylon, okay?
Okay.
Look at launch side real quick.
I'm taking space.
God, they are.
Even closer than us.
Alliance is out. EXO's out. Wow.
Actually, can one of you hold pylon? Then I can try to get a Kraber knock.
Are you sure they're flying? I'm hearing nothing.
Give up the house, Nags.
Fully okay.
If someone takes the house, we siege it. It's fine.
What do you mean by siege? What does that mean?
Like fucking break in.
Okay.
Rob them.
We robbed them, he says. We say knock knock, motherfuckers.
Look how close I'm playing next to you.
Yeah.
Zone is at the moment that ANC Outplayed, they're still there, LVH is still there as well. 2 teams who have already had a little taste of each other in our game number 1. As 07, led by Nasky, trying to take control.
Literally, as soon as I pull away from them, I hate my life.
They're gonna evac. They're gonna evac.
We have to take control of our house.
Yeah. Team flew into launch pad, okay? We have an LOS.
Yeah,
They flew right here. Right here.
Yeah.
Hit one blue.
They might land to fight this team in front of us.
Damn.
They landed high.
Can someone watch west?
Listen. This team on high will probably have to drop down and fight the team inside.
They're still on top. They're on top right now. They're running away. They're running across the east on the bridge.
And of course, as soon as I turn back, they just retreat back to the house and don't do anything.
This team now?
Why do they hate me, chat?
Right here. Look, shoot that.
I can't see him, bro. They're gonna die. They're gonna die. They're dying.
Yo, right here. There's a dead guy.
There's a dead guy.
This is my finisher.
You got Kraber?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm popping about.
Oh, he wanted it.
There was a Kraber in the kill feed.
Look at the zone. We don't have it, okay?
Listen, we play for here and we play for open field rotation, okay?
Yep. Did the team on top die?
No.
Are they still playing up there?
Alright, I thought we were gonna see some over here, but I guess not, chat. That's unfortunate.
Shut off.
Yeah.
I'm 1 shot off.
Nice,
yeah,
nice.
40% worse?
You get that shit, easy.
They're hard fighting on this backside.
No worse feeling than missing with a trick. Kraber? True, though, Jack. What up, homie? How you doing?
Nah, it's too risky.
Happy Sunday, fam.
It's too risky, bro.
Yeah, it's still
People
foolery
are
for
shows.
sure.
Yeah.
That is big time trolling.
I'm subbing to longbow. Mandy, sniper stock here for you.
I got it now.
Yeah, nice, good shit. Good job.
Wait, what do we
To take advantage of this fight, you can see the 07 they're gonna have the team
chilling,
has to
man.
make the move, and they are being held
Esports
out by
season
Dragon,
is officially
held out by
here.
Vamo Querer, and you can also see the Aftermath are in the vicinity as well. So there's 3
So
or 4
we're enjoying
teams
a
here
lot
that
of
have to move
watch
through.
partying this
Stay
weekend.
healthy, just swinging out
Next
a little
weekend
bit to their,
RLCS
to their
starts, so it
east.
means we
So
have
have a look
busy
at this
Friday
fight goes down, and
into
everyone
Saturday,
has to
Sunday
strike.
with
if they can pick up a couple of KP as well.
Now, wouldn't be surprised
with
if only one team survives from the
ALGS.
northwest side, and it might not even be a full 3 that survives, to be honest, with what's going to go down and the amount of bullets that are going to be flying everywhere. It will entirely depend on whether people want to commit to trying to out-rotate one another, use the likes of evac towers to try and get up and above people, or whether they will just look for KP, recognizing that this is too much of a difficult circle to...
Following you.
So they're relatively close to DQ. Vamo Querer.
Alliance is following us, okay? Can we get deeper? Actually, it's not in.
Alliance is not following you. Alliance is out
Can
of
we
the
fight
game.
this right now? Can we fight this right now?
Yeah, yeah,
Let's go.
Close, behind us. They're so close. You me, left.
Good.
Oh,
Ultimus.
Shoot.
I'm shooting. I'm not moving.
Alright, someone.
Knock one. Just shield me.
I'm coming.
All right, so Nasty's gonna be able to get at least the
More
full
to
bat
right,
off.
More to the right now.
Is he gonna be able to get the
Have
res?
you got contact queue for me?
No, yeah. One guy dropped on that next. Just keep
Nasty is just better.
Fighting above us. Pop a bat.
Yeah, popping back.
They're right here on us.
They're running up.
170.
All you. He died. One died.
07 probably
All you,
dies here.
Nice. He died.
Oh my
God. Armor swap. Rest now.
Res now.
Nice.
Shush.
Oh, one more.
I have no ammo.
Yeah, fucked.
Oh my God, I'm free.
Fucking try.
Oh my God, I'm free.
Damn. Close, man.
Eliminated. We're down to 9 squads, and you're completely right about LVH, by the way. The fact they were able to fly whilst all this commotion was happening from that southwest side to now the southeast. But as we say that, LVH eliminated in the kill feed by August and Hungary, who take them down.
Yeah, August and Hungary, recognizing they were the worry for them. They maybe got a little bit of an armor check in the fight and decided, hey, if we push them out.
I kind of want to hang on board with 40% worse here.
Everyone on the left side.
They're going to have to find their way into this
Yes.
next zone here as it closes.
Yes, easy. We got that. Easy.
We gotta see if we can force top to jump down on the right side of our wall. And
Yeah.
fight the
There's a
team.
guy in open. Yeah.
Yes.
Guy playing here on the.
Wait, Mandy, you wanna vote towards cannon and look left?
Yeah, wall for 10 and look left, okay?
Okay.
All right, Red Dragon's going to go out in 8th here. 40% worse. Come on, boys. Cheering for the Warlord. Let's go. They got a team on their right. They got a solo up in front of them on their left as well.
Hang out this side, okay?
Yeah. I'm gonna do that.
Hang on left side.
I'm bang on T now. I did now. I might go for loot, okay?
Go out here and play this.
I'm going. Crypto zone. We're good, yeah.
Nice. Able to avoid the EMP. They're going to push this team on the right.
Yeah. 51.
Oh, my God. He's fucking filthy.
Yeah, the right side's weak.
Yeah. Drop on me.
Yo, me. Bangalore me.
Damn.
Follow me. One shot, Mandy.
No, nice.
Tough, bruv.
Nice try. Fuck.
Tough.
Yeah, fuck, they're so late. Now we got.
Orgless and Hungry. Let's stay on board with them. Previously known as Vexed.
I'm swing left.
I don't know where he is. I don't know.
No, get a person reset.
Reset.
There's 3 teams. Kill up.
Top 4. Bro, I think we go back as long as the wall is there, no?
Let's see. I don't know how this unlocks exactly. Let's see.
I like it. I like Matafe. Able to calm the people down here. Love to calm the people down here. Good call, Matafe.
Here, behind this bin, there's someone.
Yeah, I see him. Yeah, it's Kraber.
They've got a good game going right now. If you could just see here up at the top right-hand corner for Unlucky, they got 8 KP.
Yes, I think so too, bro.
I'm peeking my side here.
Just that we can see on his side.
Here, like something like this. Just get height, please.
Yeah, I'm going up now. Ooh. I'm it's a bit shit, bro. They have a Kraber.
It is? I mean,
yeah, I'm gonna go up later, after. I'm going up after.
Can you just
No.
Who else is still alive?
Yeah,
So
I'm going up
when he's a
after my next
solo,
week, okay? I'm going up again.
Okay. I mean, either way, it's 3 squads. There's a bunch of reds, but yeah. Full team on the building probably, and then 2 reds somewhere.
We all can survive
the right
shot,
side,
yeah?
Unlucky, please. Keep an eye
Shield
on-
full
remember
kinda,
that.
bro.
So
you
what?
can survive the Kraber, bro.
Maybe right on the right. Keep an eye on the right.
I know.
please. They made a balloon. I'm gonna shoot a balloon, okay? So they can't take height.
They roll to this.
Okay.
Look at that, baby.
Yeah, I'm looking. Here.
I'm looking
I'm lighting it once.
so the building that he was just looking at, that's going to be the building that Swinny's in. Which means you got another team in the building back behind that.
No, it's just
Honestly,
inside.
Orgless and Hungry might take
Bro,
this.
they have nothing to play. They might swing us here.
Yeah, top rocky shit.
They gotta watch us start Veil on the right.
There. I'm burning one. Crack one.
Nice.
In this side.
That's a good thermal.
Wall is going 1 second. Check left, someone, please.
Cybercat's gonna be out here. So you got a solo left in E6 from K Swinny, and then I think it's a full set of 3.
He opened, we're not in building anymore. It's still 3 squads.
Orgless and Hungry might win
And
this.
Winnie's right
They
in
really
front
might.
still.
He died. He solo died.
No, it's 2 solos, 2 solos.
No, it's not 2 solo. Yeah, I know. It's not 2 solos. I'm gonna.
After this, we go up. After this, we go up.
I'm
We're
here.
good, we can do it.
I'm here.
I'm going.
I'm batting though.
They won't go, sir. I don't know. Come up.
I'm ulting it.
Come up.
Big suck. Big suck.
They might just be below. Just hold here and watch out right side.
Last one. Last team.
Yeah, just hold.
Look.
The duo.
Bang one.
Big start here for Unlucky.
I'm here.
Got one cracked.
Top red.
Nice. Orgless and Hungry just gonna be able to take this one home. Maybe.
Knock one.
There it is. Orgless and Hungry able to take game 3. Good shit.
Oh my God.
That's a big game for them.
Well fucking played.
Able to pick up a few more KP on the way at the end. I'm pretty sure they got double-digit KP.
That's all it saved us. Let's fucking go.
Oh my.
Good shit.
Just to really frustrate their opposition as they threw that one and tossed that one where they were trying to survive and just get a little bit of shield swaps or any ammo, any loot they might have needed in that final zone. But K-Swinny kind of ruined it for them a little bit. Just the fact he was there, the knowledge of him being there, I think they knew they had to seek him out. They had to try and take him out of the game, and it just allowed Orgless and Hungry to hold that high ground. But it was their initial push on that southern side to force all teams away.
I always forget you're an Apex fan, Jack. Holy shit, 13 KP. 25-point game for Orgless and Hungry. Wowzers.
Yeah, very impressive. 25 points in total for Orgless and Hungry. Stay healthy with another good result though. 13 points for them. E6 with Swinny surviving to that top 3, gets some extra placement points to end up on 16. But I think you're right. It's the way that Orgless and Hungry controlled that zone. Once they had an opportunity to fight, maybe got armor checks and realized it was isolated, they weren't afraid to take it, to keep that space in their control. 2 occasions where we saw that, one against LV.
All right, chat. So we're officially halfway through our first series of EMEA. When we go into World's Edge next.
To control it and win those fights pretty convincingly. So that's what put them in position to win it, owning that side of the zone, and most importantly, Dan, as we move to page 2, controlling that zone but winning the important fights.
Yeah, I think that when LVH were able to position themselves so close to Orgless and Hungry, they knew they had to take that fight. And even though we might not have seen it on our screens, it could have been the most important fight.
What does that put us at?
Winning that one.
Total scores
wise. They're going
wise.
to be a real threat in this region. Sadly, it's another 0-pointer for No Days Off after their incredible start in match number 1. A tough rotation for the likes of Cold, the likes of Full English, yet again as we headed to the southeast.
All right, chat, we got updated scores coming up on the purple and red apps.
Northern circles, we kind of went west, maybe slightly northwest, but nothing northeast, that's for sure.
South.
It says game 3 is technically going into game 4. I just realized I didn't change that. I'm not going to re-put it in.
How we do things in England, right? You're either in the north or the south. It's as simple as that. Nothing else really exists. But No Days Off, like you say, they're having a little bit of a struggle at the moment. Maybe they do need to have a day off. Maybe they do need to just put their feet up and rethink things, because it's been a tough start for them. Full English as well, having a little bit of a slow start, but I'm sure they'll pick it up now. We head over
7 teams within 11 points.
We did get to see some
4
of those
teams within 4 points.
in those end zones there, Evan, and a lot
So
of fun
still a
with it as
lot
well.
of Apex to be played, and still a lot of things can change.
Give you Apple Maps to figure out, how to get there or something. I mean, we talked about a compass earlier on, but
about you suggesting that because that is the worst of all of the GPSs to use.
Hey man, I got Apple CarPlay. I'm sorry, this isn't sponsored. I just got to say, it works for me. It seems like you guys are the ones
I'm
having
Google Maps guy.
Directional issues. Listen, I'm not okay. Let's get back to the game here, because for me, a couple of things I actually really like to see there. My 2 cents on it. One, Element 6, I think had a K-Swinny I'm him game. He had about 6 kills going into that solo play, which is exactly what you expect.
Able to get some big points for them too, as far as being able to stay alive until 3rd.
I feel like they actually are.
Got him
really
7 placement points
so far in terms of consistency that we've seen after these 3 games. And you're right, No Days Off, 2 bad performances, but a new squad, 18-year-old IGL, you get 19 points or so.
and Hungry.
It's about 6 points average a game.
Quiet first 2 games, and then able to turn things around in game 3. Pretty solid.
If it was Vex, I feel like we'd be saying, well, obviously they get a win. They're doing well, but it's Orgless and Hungry, and this new identity. Maybe we're catching up with what they
are. You feeling my swag? Are you feeling my flow? Man, I see you in the crowd like every single show, and you steady trying to act like y'all don't know. The party don't stop until I drop my flow. Are you feeling my swag? Are you feeling my flow? Man, I see you in the crowd like every single show.
Hey, yo, Jedi Joe coming in with the raid. Yo, Jedi Joe, I appreciate you. What it do? What it do? Yo, Jazz. Are you responsible for
I'm not
this?
gonna say who it is.
Yo, what up, homie? How you doing? Happy Sunday.
Did we just become best friends? Yep. Who might be joining us today?
Welcome in, Jedi Joe. What were you
Anybody
playing?
off
What
the
were
top
you
of your head?
streaming?
A good clue.
How were the
Think of
games
an
today?
Animal that flies.
Oh, that is good.
A griffin?
Playing some Power World. How's Power World? I've been seeing
That leads me to another
the internet
question that I've been
going
seeing viral
crazy
right now.
about
Could
Power
the
World.
Griffins have carried Frodo just to the top of, Mount Doom? Like, just
Is it
from the
everything that
beginning,
it's
the ones
hyped up to
carried
be?
them down? Couldn't they have just skipped the whole Lord of the Rings trilogy by just doing that?
And they
They could have, but then we wouldn't have had one of the best books in existence. So we don't
There you go. There you go. All right. So what do we call it? It's a griffin. It's a falcon. Oh wait, it's a
It's
hawk.
Apex
Hey,
and Pokemon
it's
crossed.
Jayhawk
I like it.
joining us on the desk for our halftime recap. Jayhawk, how you doing, man? Welcome. And it's been a while since we've seen you. It's been since you joined us on the desk at championships in the UK last year.
That's dope. That's dope.
I'm doing amazing, guys. It is an honor to be here with you three legends once again. I'm excited.
Well, by the way, for those of y'all coming in with the raid, man, I am your boy Q. We do a lot of, especially now that the esports seasons have officially started. ALGS has started this week. We've got RLCS starting next week. VCT starting in a month. We do a lot of esports watch parties and stuff over here. I'm a freelance esports caster. I do quite a bit of work when it comes to like Rocket League, as well as some Apex work. Some Valorant stuff from time to time. I'm just an esports junkie over here, man. Sometimes we do some gaming as well. Recently been doing a lot of Rocket League, just because that's where I've been getting a lot of work as far as my casting side of things. So I decided during the off season I would try to at least be somewhat okay and not be buns. So if y'all enjoy the vibe, man, feel free to hang out, vibe. Any friend of Jazz is a friend of ours over here in the community. This is EMEA region for ALGS opening weekend. So we're at halftime now for that. And then we've got
Personalities, players, teams.
NA.
In-depth way that really isn't seen, not just
That's
in
going to be going on
YouTube often, but
later
especially
this
in the
afternoon.
esports category, 30, 40-minute videos. So thank you for what you're doing. If you haven't seen them, go check them out. I want to let the other guys go get a chat with you as well, Mark, and spend some time with Jayhawk.
Yeah, firstly,
Jayhawk's a
congratulations
legend,
on
man.
On the big move. We're sure that you'll succeed moving into it. We will love your content. But, I mean, it's great to have the ALGS back, of course. It's been very exciting the first 3 games here in EMEA. I mean, what are your takeaways from what you've seen so far? Because it seems like, as always with EMEA,
Or like,
scrims
hey, I
have
want to
been very
capture that.
different to the Pro League days.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, with scrims, obviously, things are just a lot more wide
I
open.
see
Teams are
everyone
taking
talking
more
about
risks,
the
and we're
Pokemon
seeing so
similarities.
far
And as
in
a,
all
as a
3
kid who
games
grew up in the
that
90s,
the teams who have that priority to the zone are really coming out
know
on
how to
top,
speak at me.
and that aggression that we saw in scrims is obviously not there on the same match days. So teams are being a lot more conservative on the contest. One goes down, teams are running away. So this always happens when match days come back around, but it's just nice to see it back in the swing of things of 18 teams still alive in round 4.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it's what I want to see. I want to see those late games with so many teams just competing against each
Yeah.
other. And we're actually going to look at some of the final, excuse me, look at some of the final circles with you, Jayhawk, and you can run
Yeah,
us through
next
it.
week we've got RLCS kicking off. So on top of watching ALGS on Saturday and Sunday, we'll have stuff going down Friday for the starts of
because I was actually
open
watching
quals.
from 07's POV, and Nasky and them thought it was a South Barometer pull. They were wrong. A lot of teams like them, Orgulus in Hungary, E6, all thought it was South Barometer. It pulls over to Cenote, and we see teams like LVH, Alliance, Full English really gets.
I do like that. Other than that earlier restart,
played perfectly called this
games have been going pretty smooth so far, even with it being on Storm Point.
Firing once Alliance started making pushes, once Aftermath started making pushes, they were there to clean up everything once the fighting starts to kick off in the end game. And I just can't help but think what a zone call from them, considering how much the lobby thought it was a Southern Barometer pull.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah, when it comes to gaming recently, I just know that I don't have time for a new game. Like, even I feel the same way about Lethal Company, even though I know Lethal Company isn't necessarily a game you have to like soak a bunch of like time into.
I mean,
But I literally
another
haven't got it
similar
because like
zone,
I
it's a little
know
further to the north. LVH,
I don't
once
really have
again,
the time.
getting the benefit of
I
these
barely have
pulls.
the
They
time to
lived down
get
Beast, or so they
an
lived
hour or
Smoke,
two
they
of
pulled
Rocket
down
League in
Beast.
here and there, you know.
Perfectly third party to take
And
this
it's only
fight.
going to get worse
Alliance
once
starts coming
RLCS
from the
kicks off
south,
next
and they
week.
managed to hold it off. And the whole time I was sitting here wondering, Nasty,
Let
the
alone
rat,
once
what is he gonna do
VCT
in this
kicks
game? He
off in
doesn't actually end up
February, so
influencing the end game, but he is able to get second with LVH finally cleaning it up. And once again, another zone where it seems like the teams who had that priority, like I mentioned earlier, were truly taking advantage of it, considering how close they were to the end game pool.
But I'm excited, man. I feel like I've
Yeah,
found
this one was
myself a decent
interesting on my
routine
eyes, too, just watching
to be able to get into moving
Alliance
forward.
former members go back and forth against one another.
Gonna
I
have to
don't know
figure
if
out
you
the
were watching
YouTube stuff
Alliance's
as far as
POV
the
right
like
there.
videos.
Hockey's gets absolutely lit up. I'm not sure if that was from Nasky or if he was in a 1v1 that we didn't catch on screen. But
From like from my TLDR series. We were doing like per region for the qualifiers, but I don't think I've got the time to do per region for ALGS and RLCS.
This really became the Orglis and Hungary, you know, coming out party for this tournament, this split one day.
Even if I end up doing
what's been happening with them, picking up kinda,
something
and
where
also seeing the drama with Vex.
it's like a longer video, more instead of like 15, 20 minutes, do like a 25, 30 minute and cover all the regions a little bit shorter. It's probably a better way of doing it, a more efficient way.
EMEA for so long, they haven't quite been able to show that on land, but I was a really big fan of the kind of pickup. I feel like it puts Unlucky in a situation where he can truly thrive as the main fragger, because Tyler previously had kind of filled that role, and I feel like this combo of Unlucky and Kinda is really strong. But this game was quite interesting because of how
But
they
we started the
On
On-Q Esports podcast last week. Gonna try and keep that going again this week.
And actually being able to come out with a victory, the resilience.
Figure out if I still like Thursdays for that or not.
And being in that spot early in that game.
I was thinking about it. I might want to change it to Wednesday because a lot of RLCS stuff starts Friday.
Especially when you see
and the reason I was doing Thursday before is I didn't want to be doing stuff
in the top
like the day of my
taking that after a great 16-point
like busy weekends.
Case when he's staying alive as the solo LVH winning game 2.
So might need to move that to Wednesdays, maybe.
Place. No days off, pretty good, decent start. I mean, I would say a decent start for a younger team. PSQ qualifiers, cold, full English passion. Our 3 bottom teams still trying to find a way out, as this is the standings after 3 before we head to World's Edge. I want to get your thoughts too, Jayhawk, because you're going to be joining us as well for North America. A little tease as to some of the things you're going to be expecting there, some of the exciting storylines ahead before we let you go.
North America, I mean, the sheer amount of powerhouse teams in that region now with Moist coming over, it's scary. I don't know how it plays out. There are so many teams in that region that
NA is going to be a lot of fun, man.
The push for LAN. Even some dark horses like E8 have been dominating in scrims recently, so we could see some things shaking up, and I'm very interested to see how North America plays out, especially with Conduit, because NA, compared to some of the other regions, feels like they haven't fully embraced the Conduit as much as EMEA has or APAC North has.
Is that fair to say?
See a lot of Conduit, and it's
I feel like we've been seeing a decent amount of Conduit in NA.
One of the most aggressive regions really deals with that Conduit in those fights.
It's a great point that you made. The delay in adopting fully the Conduit onto most of the rosters in A, or at least the hesitation. You can see it with some of those teams, and usually the top teams, most of the rest follow suit in that region. We'll see what happens though, Jayhawk. We'll be able to talk about it after Game 3 in North America, our broadcast a little bit later, but get some rest, buddy. Enjoy watching the rest of the games. We'll talk to you in a bit. Thanks for joining us, AJ Hawk.
Appreciate you guys.
Always fun, fellas, talking to someone who loves ALGS as much as we do, and I know the fans enjoyed that one. Make sure to check him out on his socials, AJ Hawk on Twitter and on YouTube. Also, if you're interested in playing, I know that's a big jump, watching a video to actually playing in the ALGS, but hey, if that's the kind of Sunday that you're having, go ahead and check out the Challenger.
Hey, let's go.
To compete in the ALGS, February 3rd through 5th.
Fixing ping is always a big dub.
It begins. You have until January 31st. That's 10 days from now to be able to register. So go ahead and take a look at that. Battlefy.com/ALGS. Gaskin is going to take a break. Mark, you and me now as we head off into game number 4 and World's Edge, which, I mean, 2 different stories.
Hey, TikTok, we'll be back live here in a minute. I need to, it's giving me an idea to, we're going into game 4 though now.
Split 1, it's new beginnings.
I'll do that afterwards.
Like LVH, like 40% worse, make that.
Hey, we're already dropping into game 4. Let's go, Chad.
Hungry continuing to stay at the top We'll find out here as we start off with a nice contest at tree.
Yeah, it's going to be Endio and Mind who are going to be fighting here. A little spray through the smoke is going to do a
So Jazz, you might be able to give me a second opinion on this. Or I guess it'd really be like a fourth opinion at this point. We were chatting last night during APAC.
And it looks like at the moment Mind might be able to win this one if they can hit some juicy.
I was talking about maybe building a new rig.
It's a Sentinel versus Longbow fight, and the Sentinel comes out on top.
My goodness.
But then had people suggesting that maybe I don't need a new rig, and all I really need is a little bit of RAM and a new GPU. Damn, what a shot.
Oh my.
Wow.
Has been blown. Sherbert with the Sentinel. Oh, Mark, what a start.
I mean, Sherbert is a little
So I'm sitting on a 3700X CPU,
just do a little bit of work on the tongue.
570X motherboard, 750 power source. What's struggling right now is my 1660 Super.
It really can do so much damage. You hit that headshot.
And like when I do these, like, you know, multi-streams.
Like I say, on paper with the stats to do the damage, it's another to do it under pressure. So a great job there hitting those Sentinel shots as LVH.
I'm only sitting on 16 RAM.
Yeah, and just to back on that Sentinel, you know, that last little point, just the confidence you need to have, because the fire rate is so much slower, it feels like, than that longbow. So you know.
So the suggestion was,
you probably got one shot and you got to make it count. If you hit it, you're going in. If you lose it, you're going home. So I just love the confidence from Sherbert. And that's going to.
So I was wondering if I were to go and just add 16 gigs of RAM for starters, and then maybe go to like a 3070 or something.
First win in game 1, the Italian trio, a long tenured squad, 25 points. As we take a look at the overall map, it's going to be obviously a much more spread out, I think, even pace game. We saw some northern pulls in Storm Point, which really crammed the lobby up as well, but we're going to wait to get some info on the second zone. Seems like everyone's content to be looting except for that early contest that we saw.
Yeah, interesting to see August and Hungry actually leaving Siphon as well.
Yeah, see, I'd initially talked about the power source too, but apparently the 750 should be decent for a lot of cards still.
A little bit. It's a great zone, of course, for them if they knew that, and it's looking like it might be a little bit of a misstep or a misplay.
And for the 570. But I'm kind of dumb when it comes to that, so I don't know.
They do have that information. They are moving into a position to try and clean up a little bit of damage that they have done on that high ground. The Rampage is maybe not everyone's favorite weapon at the moment, as you can see why. Not being able to connect with every single shot, but when you can start to do that damage rain, then you really can do some pretty beautiful things. LVH are gone.
All right, we back, my bad.
Used to it. It's not, it doesn't blend the same way that I think, you know, you would when you're using maybe 3030s, triple takes, and you're going into the cars R9s, but I just feel like the raw output is good enough that if someone on
to be fair, I think that one was me.
Get a lot of openings, especially from range, and make it difficult for teams to push up to you. It sucks close range. I'm honestly thinking that you can't really hold on to it as a main damage dealer, but if you have the ability to run that with something like a car with an R9 with a Volt, I actually think it provides a lot of value that people aren't really aware of right now, and maybe just not comfortable with. Obviously, everyone's going to have their favorite choices of weapons, but it's always been a favorite of mine, and I'm going to fight for it till the day I go.
I was gonna say, you've probably seen it in his
And would my PC being overloaded make sense for it disconnecting randomly like that?
With a little bit, 40% worse. They've got a Sentinel. We've already seen how much fun this weapon can be, unless you're on the receiving end of it. More fun to have it in your hands. And looking at the armor check, it's not looking great at the moment. They are severely underdressed for this situation, but they are in a good position. And with that Sentinel, a couple of shots that could change very quickly.
Love that charged up shot. 158 to the head.
Yeah, that's true, I guess, huh?
Connect to it. Obviously, got to do a lot of things and sacrifice the shield cell, but it's not too much, especially if you
power sources generally aren't too awful price-wise, right?
Run around carrying. Still early round zone pulling in. We haven't seen where it's going to land yet. Just yet. That will give a major plot twist to this.
Because my thing is, realistically, I would like to run
really content to just fight from range.
2 of these 9 screen views
to make it a little bit easier and a little safer actually to get to the evac tower and make it away without getting shot. And ANC outplayed.
And I think if I were to just
heading towards the center of the map.
Interesting to see where this zone is going to be going. They're going to be playing for the truck, and we do see this finish around here, just outside, sort of stuck between Tree and Siphon quite a lot. And
oh man,
the truck is such
an
an
interesting
kind of conversation topic because it always feels like it's a good hold. And if you've got a Watson, yeah, it is a little bit easier to hold because you can avoid those spam grenades coming in. But there's just so many LOSs that you can be hit from when teams start to collapse on you. And if that gen does go down and it isn't placed in the best position, then you just become...
So it is just because my ISP sucks.
It feels like a great top 10. It feels like a hard win. This is a hard win spot, a great spot to get out of the riffraff and get into at least a few points. But it becomes very difficult because it's so obvious that you have this wanted territory. It's like, you know, you are the one in you know, the Squid Games remake with the burger and fries and everyone.
Yeah, because I feel like if I were to go throw in another 16 gig and then go with maybe probably like a 30, again, like a 3070 maybe or something,
we'll see how ANC outplayed. Use it.
I feel like my PC should be able to do just about whatever I want it to.
Abandon it and make a move. And obviously,
quote unquote need it to do.
Hopefully that will give them a little bit more guidance. This zone now about to fully close in. We've still got most of our teams alive in the lobby. It's going to be a southern pull. And this is actually going to shift quite a bit from the north side, who are kind of playing there, slowing it down. But for those who have played south, they're going to be...
All right, so Passion pushing Alliance here.
Trying to get rid of the teammate enemies who are nearby.
Alliance under pressure here. You can see it's Passion who are pushing this building. They want to try and take one of the floors, and also Denze has a Digi, so the smoke is going to be perfect for them to get some initial damage. The question is, do Alliance have a Digi threat? Because if they do, then this will be a little bit more of a fair fight, but Alliance trying to take that high ground, and Effect has only got white armor at the moment. You wonder if that's a swap as they came under pressure in this fight, but it's not looking great at the moment for Alliance. They've had to give up a little bit of ground here, and Effect will go down because of that white armor. He's just not able to escape.
You can tell they were in trouble as well. At least they kept the conduit alive. This is Yuki and Hockeys. They can do this as a duo. They just got to get a lot of damage. The grenade hits 55. Hockeys takes a lot.
I don't think they've got enough damage here. Alliance about to go down. Yeah.
No way they can get out of this.
Alliance down in 17th, so no placement points. I don't even think they've got themselves any KP either.
Much armor to be able to go through.
Where is my Passion boys? So I think they're getting third party to I think we just saw, right? Or no? No, doesn't look like it. I thought we had a third party rotating in.
I told you, we gotta fucking...
Drop off, I'm taking it.
I'm peeking over here.
Can you play bridge alone, Amphi, right now?
I'm going Vampy, I'm going Vampy. I'm not watching off.
Chill, I'm not playing bridge.
I'm watching
peeking over this.
Take bridge, Amphi. I beg you, take train, bridge, take bridge.
They're playing on RV.
Amphi, take bridge now.
I'm going.
I'm gonna go with him. You want me to go with him?
Yeah. Try. We're holding bridge and wall, okay?
So Passion's still vibing. Doesn't look like we have anybody fighting here currently. E6 rotating in.
Remember, you can wave. It's the normal button.
See if they can find themselves some real estate potentially.
One of you should stay up here.
Anyone here?
We need a scan, right? We still have a new back to rotate on. I don't care, that's already. Yeah, I'm not sure if we scan that.
Okay.
We are in on CJ, we don't really need to.
Oh, my bird disappeared as soon as I scanned, bro. Fuck, man. Oh, no, it didn't. Nice. Closest to me is you see there.
Kraber in game.
Yep.
Yeah, but I guess my thing about like the heavier gaming CPUs is like, how much am I really gaming these days? Like in the off season, I do a little bit.
2 Krabers.
You know what I mean?
2 Krabers. Was there a team northeast under the track?
But might be worth looking at.
Be later after this
one, for sure. How can't I fucking walk the gen?
Like realistically, if I can upgrade the GPU and RAM now, and then maybe upgrade the CPU like summertime.
Fine here.
To get KP. 48.
Wait, there's a fin here. Look.
Get a clean.
Nice.
Can we go to top 3?
Yep.
You ready to slide in? 3, 2, 1. Yeah. Not smoking anything yet. We are good there. Take the sun.
Yeah, we're good here.
Play the stair and sheet. Make sure your LOS are
What's
safe.
the safest iron?
Because then I can keep the pieces I'm upgrading and then just build a more basic rig for Little Man.
Make sure nobody's pushing us from here and we find boys, okay?
Yeah, you just need to
Because he's obviously not going to be doing too much like heavy on it.
Like pulls really close, so play top, try play top instead of bottom.
So he could probably still, you know, use my 1660 super and.
We should not get it.
Yeah, I know, but sometimes it's hard when you're looking. Like.
I can't do that.
Imping, bang ulting.
I mean, like, there's a shit ton of fighting that people need to do before they even get to us.
That's probably something that I would have to do more like, for him, probably more like summer-ish, maybe even closer to his birthday, maybe. See, even the broadcast is watching E6, but ain't nothing going on with E6.
Priority defensive structure with that truck to work around. It's not completely safe. You don't have huge doors that you can play behind and kind of peek shot from. So they've got to control space, and they're going to know there's going to be teams rotating in from launch site. One of them is going to be August and Hungary. There's an interesting fight actually developing over at launch site with Cold, 40% worse, and August and Hungary all there and all knowing that they will have to fight for that choke. But E6 inside a tree at the moment on these platforms, they have height over a lot of these teams surrounding them, so they should be able to do a really, really good amount of damage.
August in Hungary and 40% worse. That fight also interesting. 40% worse, at least as we check. The only team running a Bangalore so far. August in Hungary may have swapped over in World's Edge, but at least in Storm Point that was the case. And
wait, no one really running Bangalore? Did I not catch that
very vital
in Storm Point? Because like everyone was running Bangalore and APAC, both north and south.
See another engagement going on.
That's wild.
2R1C, Ushako, and Shiv FPS. Just as we mentioned it, he's aiming down sights. No time to even think about the ult. It's been used already. Just recently, so would have bought some time.
No, I feel like we've been seeing a lot more Bangalore than that.
From behind, making things worse. This is tough for 40%. And that's going to be the end of them. Cold just
that's tough, man. Aftermath also going to go out. Team formerly known as Vexed.
I don't care how good you are. We mentioned
2R1C in a fight here with INF.
They're going up against Purple Shields and Tyler, who has been pretty much at the top of the kill leaderboards since the LGS and EMEA got underway, and he does not need a second opportunity. Speaking of opportunities, 2RAS1 controller trying to take their opportunity to work their way out from this congestion which is happening in and around Lava Siphon at the moment. And Jacko has gone down, but is he going to be resable, or will they have to play this one out as a duo? It looks like they have managed to get him back to his feet. And now you can see Vamo Querer. They've moved away from that trot.
One big time. Unlucky though, gets up off the gravity lift. The spacewalk passive means he slides a little farther than any other character would have done, and that means he gets 56 more damage than most other legends would have. Horizon coming in with a spacewalk, and Orglis in Hungary on a high. Can they keep it though? It looks like threats arise from every single location. They're gonna have to get a big shield.
Get rid of TikTok Studio for now, man. Just seems to be too much.
Reset. The zone is closing behind them, and they've got 20 seconds or so to just get these heals and then push this solo player. The last player alive.
I want to jump on board actually with Orglis and Hungary itself.
Blood one. Nice. Last one.
I don't know where. I'm thirsting. Get out of himself. Kill this guy. He's running.
No, he's not running, Tafe. Just heal. I'm telling you what he's doing. Just heal. You're good.
No, we're not in here. We can't just heal, bro.
I know, but just...
You're gonna die.
I know,
we just
gotta...
Wait to kill him, yeah.
I mean, we're dead either way.
Go. I can't yet, bro. I can't run to the trap.
Just come kill him. Come kill him.
I'm killing this guy.
Yeah, just get the kill.
Just come kill him now.
I'm dropping.
And now they're gonna have to play us out as a duo because he doesn't make this in. Tough, bro.
Nice.
That's tough, bro.
They're shooting us for the gap.
4-on-1. Watch the window.
Come on. And Nasty, we trust.
Yeah. I'm with you.
We need to look for wipe out here. Can we look for wipe?
Kills are mapping. Kills in front of me.
Come.
Oh,
Yep. Come.
Coming.
Bang 100.
Come on, Nasty.
Bang 150.
Bang one.
Conjure 70.
I need a heal, but cook.
They've got good spot here too. If they can win this fight, they should be able to get the reset.
Good.
Big Skynade.
Please.
Let's go, Nasty.
I healed the Nags. Peek.
Peeking.
Don't swing it. 140.
Let's go, boys.
Don't heal. Go back. What's the one? Shield.
Come on, man. Gotta get through this.
I'm holding.
I have no ammo.
They're swinging you.
Alright, the one.
I'm for you.
Nice.
Dead.
Nasky, you get stuck in the.
I don't have ammo.
Damn.
Nice try. 9 points.
That's tough. Hey, good. That's a good finish though for them. Still picking up 9 points. That was almost solid for them, bro. Almost solid, bro. They almost got it, dog. That'd been nice.
Nah, it was bad. It was a bad call. It was a bad call.
I didn't want to aid them because of inside.
No. I wanted to take their spawn.
All right, do we have anybody that's still left in here? Passion's still in. E6 is still in.
Hold left.
Let's hang on board with Passion. Passion's got the high ground over here.
Put the 10, man. I'm fucking back again.
I think we should kill this. No, they don't have to push. We should hold this. Behind me. Okay, help him, Jess. Help him.
Okay, I'm helping. He won't.
He's here.
You need to kill him, man.
We shot on him. No. I can't see anything, man. You have to help me, man.
All right, Red Dragon out. Orgless and Hungry gonna go out in 6 here as well.
I think the house is moving, I think. The house is moving. It's 2 teams. Okay, fuck it up.
All right, top 4 here now. It does, man, I'm telling you, it looks like they've got a really good spot here for Passion.
We need to keep fucking. No, don't let the truck fucking. I'm Kraber. I have to bat.
I'm bang holding them.
That bang ult should at least keep them at bay. Should allow for them to be able to get the full heal.
We just have to hold it.
Oh.
They go.
Nice.
Okay, guys.
Nice.
Slow. We take the roof.
One guy on right.
That sounds good. You guys need to go play here right now. Smoke and go there. You both go there. If there's a guy there, kill him.
I got Kraber.
Oh.
We need to fight this.
Try to survive, man. Top 3. Run towards middle.
Damn.
No, fuck. I mean, stop please. Everybody.
Element 6 wins?
Pick that shit, kid.
Nice, last on top. There they are. One above. There, CJ. Last one on me.
One more.
And Element 6 gonna be able to take game number 4.
Let's fucking go, baby.
Damn.
Let's fucking go, man. Element 6. Fucking go, baby.
You love to see it, man.
Let's fucking go, guys.
Yeah, man. Fucking go, man. Holy shit.
That guy needs to get the fucking cover. He's getting his shit. 225.
Bro, I did nothing in that fight. Good shit.
No, bro. We're 16 points above before. What?
Down. You can just
all right, 21-point game for them. Passion had 14 points.
We're barely missing any bullets at 21 points.
ANC outplay, another good game for them as well.
From the perspectives we saw, it seemed like they definitely did a lot to get there. Passion ANC outplayed, though. They played great games of their own. No days off, bouncing back. A good game in game 1 of Stormpoint. Now a good game in game 1 of World's Edge. They're setting themselves up for a decent finish today if they can.
Bro, I don't remember what I was saying was what do we need to do. Boom, I'm not gonna lie to you.
There's going to be in our bottom 10 teams some people who don't get off to a good start. And one of those teams, surprise, it's Alliance. We know what happened with them. Anybody else catching your eye?
LVH having a little bit of a quiet game where Stormpoint, they were one of the teams to talk about, right? They were really successful in putting points on the board there. We did see them struggle a little bit on their rotate this time around. Full English have kind of been in around sort of, I would say 10th on average today, but the worry for them is their points are coming from placements, not the kills to go alongside it. Even though when you look at the leaderboards, it's like consistently they might have been around that.
Yeah, hell of a stressful situation.
If you don't put KP on the board, you end up around that 15th or 16th overall. So maybe they're going to have to look for a few more KP or be a little bit more successful in those fights. As we take a look at T comparison, the 2 teams we had in our final fight, E6 and ANC outplayed.
I mean, they did a great job overall. I love setting up stories for these teams. One had a very consistent spot. They trusted into the very end. It got them to 2nd place. I think they did a lot of work to do that because they had hit shots from even inside those windows with weapons like a Volt, which don't usually operate that effectively from range, that made you say, okay, these guys are firing, no pun intended, on all cylinders. But Element 6, that mid game to early late game where they
Alliance
just
some
held off that
frauds
building.
you
They
said?
fought inside. They had the multiple levels.
I mean,
saved the
Alliance
Bangalore
is
Ultimate,
struggling.
cleared their outside as well for the stragglers. who were
Ironically,
trying to
one of the
survive
few
and kind of
teams
play
that didn't
underneath
make
that building,
changes
and
in the
then to move
offseason.
up top at the right time and fight from low ground to high ground against the ANC Outplayed. I mean, hats off to them, and there's a big reason why they are 26
I don't know.
points ahead of our next closest contender. 16 points ahead, excuse me. What a fantastic, though, showcase of their performance so far today, Mark.
Yeah, I think when you're looking at the overall leaderboards at the moment, the one thing that's sticking out to me is the obvious one, which is E6 at the top.
All right, scoreboard's updated over on Twitch and
What I mean by that
YouTube.
is when a zone hasn't been good for them, they've still picked up KP, right? They've still put points on the board. It is that consistency that we talk about that you are looking for from a team. And I think the great thing for Swinny here is he's found two players who, in team fights, he can trust to just back his calls, to be aggressive and hit shots, and that's what all the top IGLs are looking for.
This whole region is on fraud watch.
Players who are going to be able to move in on your call and output damage.
Yo, tell them what you really feel,
as
man.
quickly as possible. And I think Swinny himself's been hitting some really nice shots as well, and he's been doing a good job of commanding space for them. So E6, the chemistry seems to be there, and that was our keyword coming in today. Who can find their chemistry quickest? Who can be the most effective? And who is going to put those points?
What the fuck is a kilometer, bro? I don't even know.
You call controversial. He's not controversial. He's, however, a bit reserved. There's almost like a layer before you're able to really get to him. He doesn't do.
Bro,
the same
Wig
level
has
of time out there as some
21,000
of our
people
other bigger
vibing with him for his watch
personalities
party. That
as
is insane.
consistently. But when you look at his fan base and Element 6 as a fan base, they are
More
one
people
of
than watching the
biggest
main
fan
channel.
bases in all of EMEA. That crew shows
That's
up
wild.
to every single live event that we do, and online their support is magnanimous. So I feel that whether we talk about K-Swinny as much as we talk about hockeys or as much as we talk about NASCAR,
Absolutely wild.
From an actuality standpoint, these guys are pretty much all on the same level in terms of support. And I got to say that K-Swinny certainly showing up that this could be the start of a very important year for him. Great stuff from Element 6. Great stuff from you, Mark, as well. You'll be back with Dan Gaskin in just a second. I'm going to be taking a break. We'll see you here for our next two games.
Oh, rickety right. Taking a quick break here, chat. All right, we're going to do a quick 90-second ad to kind of coincide with what's going on here, chat. That way we don't have as many issues with late ads during the actual game itself. Beans and toast. Why are we getting this same question again? It's the R99. Give me a new question. Give me something challenging. Really? Even their food is on fraud watch. Oh. Oh. Tired, man.
Welcome back once again, everybody, to the ALGS Pro League, and 4 games are done and in the history book. So it means that we only have 2 left in EMEA today, but it has been a very,
You know, making
interesting
spicy
first
news
4
between
games.
series might not be too bad of an idea.
Come in, we can see that E6 is certainly the forerunner here as we head into Game 5 here on World's Edge.
Well, one thing we do know is no one's going to get bonus points from winning more than 50% of their matches today. But E6 starting to create a gap. Could they make that gap 50 points in the next 2 games? Likelihood is no, but that's still something we'll keep an eye on. But the fact they have been able to stay at the head of the pack has been very impressive, to say the least.
I really hope that production can kind of find, like, you know, you win on a slot machine, it goes ding, 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 if you get a bonus point.
You get a bonus point.
You get a bonus point. Well, maybe that's an idea for the future. Maybe I kind of hope it doesn't happen this week now, so they get a little bit of time to maybe work on that. I'm sure that will get approved. Anyway, dropship is in the sky, everybody. It's game number 5. World's Edge, the old favorite, the old classic, the thing that you just can't get enough of, to be honest with you. E6 at the front of the pack at the moment, Dan, and we'll have to see if anyone is going to push them in these final 2.
Yeah, this is where we're going to see teams really start to get a bit more aggressive if they're at the bottom of the leaderboards. Maybe we'll see some composition changes. Maybe a Revenant will turn up. Who knows? But there is going to be a fight happening. You can see LVH versus 07 going down. And as I say, go down, Liffen has fallen.
This is why
oh no, Nags is down. Nags has been able to get the first down. First knock, I should say.
Goes without saying, but this is a very different proposition for them, finding 07, pushing them here over at Lava Fissure. And Lava Fissure has been where Nasky is called home for quite some time. Last season,
come on, boys.
It here. So 07
push on in.
Finish off this damage and finish off these final 2 players. The Eva rate is going to help that. Nags is going to have that Q save.
Look at that value from the Q on that conduit, bro. LVH out.
LVH have been eliminated. 07 made it a little bit ugly at the end, but doesn't matter if it's a little bit ugly as long as you get the job done.
We did get to see how high an octave you can go, though, so that was very fun.
No, you didn't.
We've seen nothing yet, sister. But I'm very excited to see.
I'm just saying, there's a reason people call me Mariah when I hit the karaoke.
In Nasky we trust, baby.
It's the people, man.
Okay, people.
It's the rumors.
We'll look for it. ALGS karaoke coming your way one day, I promise. Circle, let's have a look. We are going. It looks like we're going to be going to the southern side of the circle. No days off. They're going to be comfortable at tree after forcing the team away that they initially had that fight with. You remember in the last game they had a little scrap, but now they're going to be more than comfortable because Mind are down to just 1 and retreating to try and get those banners back.
Yeah, indeed they are. Scarpering away, but again, the banners are going to be retrievable here. The problem is he might have to wait a little bit of time before he can find somewhere to actually get those in, because he's got to think about where he wants to rotate and where there's going to be a crafting station available to do it. So it might just be a little bit of AFKing for Mind until everybody else
Ducky's rooting for TSM, obviously.
Speaking of where you want to go, this is where you want to go. The zone is showing for all of you wonderful people at home, and you can see once again in a fairly similar position. Last it was a tree zone, and this time we're seeing
y'all already know who I'm cheering for.
Towards some of those open areas in and around the lava. We'll have to wait and see where that zone pool does come. But Siphon's going to be a good place to hold. A lot of teams might try and stack up inside of
been
there.
Here since day one,
who,
baby.
Of course, do drop at Siphon have decided that they want to move over here, and they had a little bit of beacon information as well.
Yeah, Cole also have beacon information at stacks, but they're probably still concerned about the big Maud team. EXO are going to be making their way in via balloon, and they'll be arriving
since day one
side of Lava Siphon, and they'll probably be greeted by very little, and quite surprised of the amount of room they're going to have to play here, because the Lava Siphon teams and those teams around are very much playing on the southern tip of Lava Siphon, and that's probably why we're going to see
don't be a hater
evac tower going down here, because teams don't
Fraudulent
want to be
fan.
caught on the northern side. If you're arriving early, you want to get into one of these prime positions, which is going to be on the southern side of Lava Siphon.
It's interesting to see, you know, you look at Lava Siphon, you're looking at the rotation here, and I'm basing this off of zone for August and Hungary, right? They don't have a ring console, but they do have the survey beacon, and you're probably thinking, hey, they're not going to know where zone goes, but they can play off of the information that they see from maybe the team who land over at launch.
They were until they got my boy Verholst.
If they aren't trying to rotate a little bit earlier, knowing they have a prior position, then they probably
he had to come in and remind the CEO who he was.
Towards the south. So that's how in-depth these teams will kind of play their decisions, and will they rotate based off of the information that they do have available. But information is one thing, having a scrap is another, Dan, and Full English will be eliminated. And again, I think it's just a case of their fighting not being up to scratch today.
Yeah, it's another game that's ended pretty poorly for Full English, but it is going to be about getting reps under your belt. Not the North American reps. You don't want to try and put him under a belt. Instead, I just mean getting the games done and dusted. The chemistry has to start to arrive with some of these teams, and it might take a few match weeks, but you need to find it soon, because otherwise you are going to be at the bottom of that leaderboard looking up and then having to play somewhat aggressively in these final weeks. But certainly in the final games, we might see more teams trying to push fights, trying to get that KP if the rotations and the zone play hasn't really worked out for them.
Yeah, EXO Clan are going to try and hold down this building, which is kind of in the valley between the
oh,
tunnel
man.
and Siphon itself, and they're also going to be playing a little bit of crypto to just not only grief, some of the people.
So if we're gonna be doing RLCS watch parties on Friday, should we do the podcast on Wednesday instead of Thursday?
If it stays quiet for the next minute or so, you might think about repositioning, because everyone else will be thinking, hey, the zone isn't going here, and the teams who do have that survey beacon will have obviously located towards zone. And Alliance now, it was a little bit surprising to see them leave, I would say.
Because they're in RLCS season. Friday is like the first day of open quals. Or of whatever event.
Maybe had to swap to it because he took some damage, but it didn't look like the normal loophole that they would have left with.
No, and they are a team who like to be well looted and booted. I mean, they still are going to be comfortable in fights, even with pretty poor tier loot, but they just want to make sure they are a lot more equipped when they do get into those engagements, because people are going to have those purples ready, especially if they've already been in a fight, been able to level up those Evo shields effectively, as EXO are able to force away a team and take control of this building, and now they can hold this for quite some time, I'd imagine.
I want to say, by the way, that is a beautiful construction of what's... he ruined it. I was gonna say, it was a beautiful construction of concentric. Look at that.
Look at that.
Oh, it's a bow tie.
It's so pretty.
2005 Dan Gaskin.
Wow,
the
that's a time to be alive. Watson, though, has been very prevalent in these lobbies. We were kind of wondering, would we see much Watson today? I think yesterday in APAC gave me an indication that yes, she is going to crop up a little bit. The fact that you can just zone out some teams and really frustrate them and hunker down is going
Red
to be
Dragon
so
rocking
the World's Edge, where those rotations are going to be a little bit
the
more
Stinky Boy.
Storm Point,
kind of interesting. The
we're
Caustic.
seeing such a different pace on set, such a different pace of lobbies than what we saw in scrims, and I think that every year we get used to scrims being so fast, and then tournament play comes around and we're like, yeah, okay, this is how the game is played. Everyone is playing a little bit more zone or playing more slow edge, because we have seen teams finding success playing edge here.
Yeah, I think teams realize as well that if you die, it really matters in ALGS.
You can't just go and get your dinner like you can in scrims.
Yeah, I mean, it's more, push this team could hurt you if you make this decision. They realize that, but we'll have to see how Cole played. We did see them just
see if we got anybody fighting here. But he said it said they got to rotate in here for aftermath.
Yeah, I think we should go like late to this, so they move.
They're gonna rotate in late from Geyser. Well, hold on, they're 3P in.
Look, let's get low. Yeah, they're going back. Careful. Okay.
Careful, right side.
Yeah, like these guys wasted all the utility, but they're more gonna. Okay, we could go and take zone. We could take tank zone.
Are they just gonna take
I agree.
a reposition here?
I agree.
I crafted another
I agree. Listen, as soon as we hit the UAV, this guys.
Looks like Passion's trying to find their way in a zone here as well. They don't have as far to go as
Is that a team fucking...
Aftermath.
There's also a team in middle.
I mean, they're technically just about in. They got one of their players in, so they got space.
I mean, we can just hold here.
You can play top of crane as well if you want to.
I'm scouting north.
Y'all know we love the 07 listen-ins. In Nasky, we trust.
It's all you guys,
Craft if you can.
I don't hear anything. We got a crafter dropping on us, boys.
Exactly, that's what I mean. There's a bat here, I can't carry.
I can't carry. I can. I'm coming.
I mean, what do I even craft? Like, I don't need anything.
Armor. They're fighting it, guys, so come now.
Coming.
Ooh, they're gonna push here on that fight. That this is what this is Aftermath. And then whoever the Aftermath is like pushing.
Nah, yeah, they're gonna fight in the choke.
We can just pinch your team and choke, no?
They're coming to me now.
Nice shots. Start things off for Nasky.
I'm backing out, back out. It's two different teams. Queue up again.
Yeah, let's get there. Come on, boys, run.
Good call to get back into their spot here, recognizing that it's not just gonna be a clean 3v3.
They're gonna go into building.
And instead gonna pull this thing on out and make sure that they've got their spot in zone.
I'm good.
We're good. Don't need to wait.
I feel like sometimes in the past we would have seen Nasty to say, hey, you know what, let's go ahead and just stick our dick in it anyways, you know what I mean? Holy shnikes.
Yeah, but there might be a team there with the gondola or something. Flat mic here, flatline.
Shit on me.
Sign.
On the bed. Yeah. Go left. You need to go left side. Get in zone, careful. Nading.
Aftermath.
Damage on bang.
Having to take this fight in the zone over at Geyser.
I cannot do anything. Bro.
Flash is already down. Looks like Hirv's about to go down here as well. There's only ring 2, so you can take this fight in here, but you need to make sure that you're staying on top of your heels.
Stop moving, stop moving, stop moving.
I'm gonna bait it right. I'm baiting the click.
Okay. That's it.
Nice bait on the res, and they're going to be able to take him out. Well done. And they should be able to get the res here as well. The only problem is now they're going to have to worry about 07.
I think I'm dead, guys.
It's fine. Rest him again. Rest him again. Rest him again.
Rest me again?
No, wait, maybe I'm tripping. No, they're here.
You know.
Be here. Big damage.
Woo! Good start here from Nasty. Nasty's got one player on the left. Nice. Push him into the zone.
Yes.
Bang in the wall.
Inside. He's inside.
With you. I'm playing with you.
Can we fight?
Trying to. I'm nading the corner.
The horizon up. I'm playing roof.
Nice push in here from Nasty. Good shit, Nasty. Oh! What a nade!
1v1. I'm shielding that arc.
Good shit. And element 6 goes out in 17th.
I'm gonna run. Oh, no, new team on you. Inside.
Wow.
They're all 3 here. Just run. You're good. You can rat this. All good.
Yep.
I'm blessing you with my rat capabilities. That was E6.
All right, so ANC outplay is going to be a team that does pull in after that. But again, E6 out. That's our lobby leader.
And you can also vault from like here to like there and just lock them in the window area.
We need to watch our back from time to time, yeah.
Orgless and Hungry's got themselves a really good spot here.
Make sure we have enough nades in
I'm gonna check one more time, okay? I'll be back.
Some good real estate. I think this zone still pulls more towards them.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe they're in there in the corner and they're just gonna rat.
No, they're in, but like.
Look, they smoke now. I have DT. I'm looking.
They're in the corner right now.
Yeah, they're in the corner.
I have 3 nades, by the way.
Same.
I have a lot too.
Wait, team flank.
Landing. Watch your corner.
Looking.
Look for it.
Wait, I'm here, one guy, I think. Under Mr. Bang. He's running down.
Shoot them, put them down.
He's going right, I think. Wait, there's a team in the corner, kind of.
Okay, so they got a team just on the outside their building here.
Yeah, they're coming to me. Am I open?
Remember, we're in a pinch. Are pulling away. Fuck me. These guys will int us now.
Where's fucking our pinch? I'm 1-0 now, just saying, yeah.
1-0?
Yeah, I never.
So Aftermath was able to stay alive on the reset, find their way in. 16 teams still left alive here. Zone 4.
On my back.
I think they're screwed here. Yeah. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Damn. That was EXO Clan moving in. Orgless and Hungry in a fight. That team that must have been on their side must have pushed in their building here.
I'm with you.
On me, swinging.
I cracked one.
One flash.
I will try pushing. I know, coming. I'm with you almost. One.
Nice team play with Unlucky here.
Wall something, kinda.
I died.
07's going to be eliminated.
I know.
Nice. Unlucky's trying to finish it off here. Is this multiple teams?
Pash is so fucking brick, bro. Like, I swear to God. What? Bro, why are they doing that?
Passion comes in. They're going to be able to finish things off. They do still have to find a way to get 0-0 taken care of, or they're going to play as a duo.
Yeah, let's go.
Alliance moving their way in here as well. Looks like they're going to go ahead and actually rotate in using the balloons.
Don't fuck up. Spam ping. Where? See him low ground.
They're going to land right in the middle of everybody. They're going to be on the pillboxes here.
I won't.
Dark Veil comes out to try and break line of sight.
flying in west. Yeah, landing.
They got to find some way to stay alive during all this shit. Nice shot. And what's really tough for Alliance is they're rocking the 2 blues and a purple. Fuck, bro.
Cracked him. Can we kill him?
Loud.
Rift one. I'm gonna get shot on my back soon. I'm batting.
I think Alliance is fucked here, y'all.
I'm batting. Yuki's one.
Are they going to be able to pull their way out of here? EXO Clan out in 11th.
Look left. All that. Slide down north.
Good.
Okay, I'm coming.
Is there solo out there? Nice stick.
You guys are getting sent. You guys are getting 3 feet.
Yeah. I got fucking
nice.
stuck, bro. There's no way, man.
They're able to at least get themselves some placement. They weren't able to do much more. Who else do we have that's still alive? Passion is the one who finished things up over in this corner.
It's fine, bro. You showed him the...
That's Prowler, I'm taking them.
Guys, the next play, you play the road, you know, where the ditch is. You need to go there. I think it's free right now if you go fast. People don't know your duo. Wait, it's 10, it's 5 feet 10.
40% worse here. They got to find their way into the zone as well. Rocking triple purples. They're kind of low on the leaderboard.
Yeah, walking is fine. Yeah.
They've had a relatively quiet day. They're sitting on only 11 points. They would need like back-to-back big games. So like if they want to have a chance of placing well, like they've got to do well here in game number 5. They got into the top 5. You got to push into the top 3 and get yourself a couple of KP here. Welcome back, Jazz. All right, so they're in top 4. They got a team on their left that they can probably try and wrap. That should be the duo from Passion rotating in. So if they can take care of Passion that's rotating in on their left, this duo, that gets them to the top 3 they're looking for. Oh, that's a solo. That's 9. So there's still a duo in Passion. And then if I had to guess, probably a trio also is still alive.
Wait, is anyone playing right?
There's one. Oh, one guy
just one guy maybe. Just one guy maybe. Can you look left and get those kills?
Yes, is a full team spread on left, I think.
Yeah, we just gotta make sure we don't
yes. I'm swinging up high again from the height guy.
We can play on me too.
I only have 1 band left, guys. Do you have any shields?
I have 2. I have 4 cells.
All right, so it does look like they're going to have a little bit of a longer rotate.
Okay, I'm going for it.
I'm gonna see if there's anyone here.
Okay.
So they killed the rat here on
me,
okay?
There was a guy there.
Nobody's there.
Wait, there's a rat on the left.
Nice shots from Shiv. That's almost all of the armor.
Solo bang, but I'm not sure. I think it's solo bang, but I'm not sure. I have a bang now too. I have no more shield. Okay?
I'm pretty sure that's the duo from Passion over there on the left.
Is there any loot on the right side we can get there, Mandy?
And then they've got someone on their on their absolute height in front of them.
Right?
I got it for you.
Okay. I'm swinging height.
Keep smoking this Bangalore.
I'm swinging up the height, guys.
I got no hide here.
I'm sorry, and some cells. Yeah, nice, thank you. Okay. The goat, thank you. So what is there? Solo on the left?
Yeah. Right armor.
I think they need to smoke up top and they push to the left and fight for second.
When we go up under them, I'm gonna nade up, okay?
Okay.
Go for the kills here, okay?
I should maybe bangle. I'm swinging off height.
Yeah,
I have my bangle too. Yes, I have bangle right now.
Okay, bangle.
There is a duo on the left.
It's not a solo. It's not a solo. It's not a solo.
Do I bangle down? I bangle down. Push him. You saw that?
Nice. Able to get rid of the black hole. Black hole. Passion's out. It's a 3v3.
Let's see. Yeah. One close right. Yeah.
Nice.
Bangle low.
Damn.
Blood on there.
Can Sarah for clutches?
No, did you get the kill?
Damn.
Nice. Good job, Zary. Good shit getting the kill. Nice try, guys.
I should have waited.
Where that game was going to be ended and
so it's going to be Cold taking game number 5, huh?
He's also in a perpetual state of yelling. It is graceful, and as a man who I've met is so softly
Cold,
spoken
a team
in real
that
life,
went into game number 5 with 5 points.
He knew that game was theirs, and they just had to kind of wait and play correctly.
I will say I 1v1'd him, and he obviously beat me. He was yelling at me. So, and I cannot repeat what he was yelling at me during it, but I'm just saying. However, I did say next one wins, and I did win that round. So, who actually won? Anyway, let's talk about the game a little bit, Dan, because I mean, it was their game from the start.
It was. I think the fact that they were able to kind of suss out that circle nice and early, but also get to that position, and they realized it was just playing the waiting game, also scaring teams away as they arrived. They were putting down a lot of damage from anyone who would kind of evac tower close to them or even walk near them, and it was just a matter of time until they got closer to that end game.
So the only thing is that's all those are all teams that were kind of lower on the scoreboard.
With grenades or just with their guns, they pick up 7 kills along
Even
the way.
2R1C was sitting down in 10
for Cold as they were struggling on Storm Point.
So it means we're going to go into game 6 here, and the leaderboard should be collapsed a little bit.
We saw them take down that duo in the in-game just to secure a few more.
Hopefully E6 doesn't have as big of a lead.
Win away, but 12 points overall for them.
Even if they do,
Passion winning a lot of fights in that game.
It looks like they have a 10-point lead.
Total up as well with 7 kills alongside their 7 placement points to end
behind them is pretty
14.
tight.
But there's one team who kind of jump off that page to me, and it's down in 7th. 10 kills for 2 rats, 1 controller.
Yeah, 2R1C are just one of these squads that we know can be a real threat in the lobby when it comes to their fighting skills. They're not scared to be aggressive, and they can certainly ruin teams' rotations when they do find that certain aggression next to other squads. On the flip side, 07 still picking up 6 kills despite just a 1 placement point, but they probably would have liked to get a little bit further. But unfortunately, when they did make their rotation, they were greeted by several other teams doing exactly the same thing. We're seeing that a lot today, as we would expect in the ALGS. Teams making similar rotations, trying to make the best rotation possible, trying to not restrict yourself by going through certain chokes, but by doing so, you play into more popular areas, which can result in more teams.
Also means that, you know, they've contested LVH, and even though they're winning it, that 30 seconds the contest takes, that 2 minutes the contest takes, it slows down what might be your pre-planned rotation, or what you would say is your ideal one. So they have to deal with that as well as everybody who's being contested at the moment does as well. Here's your match 5 results. Then you can see who did the damage, who picked up the kills, and at the top of the leaderboards there, you can see it's Tyler, the man I mentioned, who was fragging out last year alongside his
Pal World is now the #1 stream selling game on Steam within 24 hours of yesterday.
I'm looking across compositions, and there is slight difference. It's not like we saw earlier on Storm Point, where all 3 were fairly similar. We're seeing a lot of people experiment now with how they want to run their compositions across from Storm Point and World's Edge. We've always known that we see teams swip and swap when it comes to changing between maps, but certainly Horizon's still very prevalent. But also the amount of Watson we're seeing today really shows how important she's been at just locking down some of these locations, and that gen that she puts down for her ultimate is going to be crazy in some of these late game fights as well.
Yeah, it certainly is showing its value, as a lot of different legends do. Now that we have a healthy legend pool, you're seeing how certain teams are being able to counterplay other legends and compositions. And it's just this consistent game of chess that we love to see in Apex Legends when it comes to compositions. But I mean, a very important moment for Cold. They take home the winning game number 5, and we're going to go for a quick break before we get back, Dan, with some more Apex.
Guess the logo. It's not. That's LG. It's easy. Give me a challenge, dog. That's Verholz. Give me a challenge, dog. R1C. It's too easy, dog. It's too easy. Dropped. It's too easy, chat.
Welcome back, you beautiful people. Dan Gaskins' haircut is still still looking magnificent, and mine hasn't changed since last season. One more game to go here on World's Edge. Dan, I'm keeping it, you know, keeping it classic. You're moving on with the times. I love it. We'll have to see if teams can do the same here in our final game.
Yeah, and you know, first place is up for grabs with E6 going out relatively early. It means that people are playing catch up, people are closing that gap. Don't think we'll see any bonus points today. Actually, I am 100% sure we won't see any bonus points today, but that means it just leaves it up for other teams to be that first squad to get a bonus point. Don't worry, I will stop talking about bonus points. They're just new. I like talking about new and exciting.
Do we think we'll see any during? I feel like NA is probably the last region that will get a bonus point, right?
Love numbers, love maths. Well, match 6 is going to be World's Edge again, but we've had a different winner in every single match so far. Are we going to get our first repeat winner, or will we manage to see all 6 matches being different squads?
Well, that's looking like it might be the case, as we've seen consistently different teams in those end zones. And one thing I'm wondering about is if we're actually going to go to the north of World's Edge here, because we've had 2 zones which have pulled down towards the south. We had the tree zone, and then we had the one outside of launch site. So we're going to have to see if some of the teams on the north side get a little bit of luck going their way with where that zone starts to go. We can see the legends start to populate
you
as
get
well. We
a bonus point if you win half your games.
Heavily, but not a huge amount of conduit here on World's Edge.
And if your gap is like 50 points.
Yeah, teams that are looking to have the early fights.
And there's like one other stipulation.
By the looks of it, we've got like what, 5, 6 teams with conduit. We also have a crypto coming in for Alliance as
honestly,
well. Crypto in the
for
lobby,
like what the
nothing to be seen
qualifications are to get the bonus points, you should probably get more than one. Is all I'm gonna say.
Down to the lobby still being relatively close, Mark. There is still points to be picked up here. No one feels like they desperately need to be searching for points, especially in match 1 or week 1, should I say, in your matches, because you still could get decent points with your composition that you played. You don't have to play catch up just yet.
Well, let's see how game number 6 goes here in EMEA. The games pace-wise have been pretty consistent. Everybody's been trying to play for that end game and trying to maximize those opportunities to get points on the board. It's been a pretty good day of Apex so far. I would say the last game, a little bit surprised to see some of the zone reads.
All right, do we think E6 is able to retain this lead? And if not, who takes them down?
That really did cost them as we got towards
it feels like 07 is probably the best chance.
Pretty much on their own uncontested. But speaking of contests and being uncontested, that's not the case here over at
No, you get the points as far as like for your post match placement points. Or post series placement points.
Just to have a little peek if they would like to.
So the stuff that gets you to land.
Last time they weren't able to get the better of No Days Off, but it looks like maybe, I was going to say Mind have got the better of them, but things slightly even out here as it's going to be the Nemesis shredding through, and
No Days Off.
Eliminated. Now,
be the first ones back in the lobby.
Cybercats try and jump on it. Yes, Cybercats say, okay, well, you've done the damage initially. Maybe we can pick up the pieces here.
Do they have the time to do so, though? Are they going to be able to reset? You see Ranches is already up high. They haven't managed to pop those cells yet, and to be fair, they wouldn't have been in a position to pick up batteries just because this was an immediate contest, so they wouldn't have been able to loot up. It will only be shield cells to play with.
They are taking the rest of game 6 off.
And now there's an opportunity and a window for them to reset and make Cybercats think about this.
Cybercats on the core stick as well, running as a 2, and they will just retreat out of that one. Mind did very well to reset quickly, get back on their feet, and then retreat so that they didn't take too much damage. Alliance also went...
No Days Off had 3 top 8s and 3 first eliminations.
I did like how aggressively they dropped just so they could keep an eye or their ears down and check on that fight as well. Now, circle-wise, we're going to be moving up between Monument and Landslide for this circle, so this is going to be very difficult to play on that western side with very little coverage, but you can survive in Monument for quite some time here, so I wouldn't be surprised if we see teams moving quite quickly towards the center of the map.
Yeah, I think that choke on the northern side of it is going to be the most important to hold, right? Because you have that high ground opportunity to look over both teams coming in from the east side and the west side, and I double-checked that before I said it. It's a place.
All right, Orgless and Hungry getting pushed by Red Dragon over here. I love to see Red Dragon playing with confidence. A Pro League qualifier team. What, they won week 3? Week 4? Week 3.
I love that ping, by the way, when it's like, wingman is 4 miles away. It's like, cool.
Yeah. It's like, great, well done. You have an ability that can see inside them. Good for you. it just makes me jealous because then I want to go for that wingman as we
also
get
makes
a
me
little
worry
look.
that the team rotating for the other side is going to have a wingman. So yeah,
Yes, there is. I mean, maybe that's why there's the ping. Be dangerous. A wingman is going to be on the map. There's the circle for you guys watching at home that I was talking about earlier as well. Kind of between Monument and Landslide is where teams are heading at the moment. These rocks are going to
What
be
do you mean I have
fantastic
to?
place to hold if
You
can
have
hold
to.
them, and this is where Watson can really come into your advantage, as we see Kashira also just holding himself down with a crypto.
It's fascinating to see how, when we talk about legend composition and meta, it always seems like eventually things start to come around full circle.
Was the Lions in a contest down here, Ed? No, he was just looking around. Although they do got themselves a nice little loadout. 2 purples and a blue. Gotta be feeling good.
The question is always, can you hold it down? Can you hold the teams off who are going to be continually challenging you and trying to get that god spot away from you? Because if you can output damage as well as you can get that position, then you should be in for a pretty good long game.
And this reminds me of Kashira and the Ascend squad that we used to see, and how they would love to kind of rotate and just post up really early, and how much success they would find playing that way as well. Even though they weren't known for, you know, their 3v3 engagements, it was more about the brain of Kashira and their positioning and their rotations, and this is the perfect chance for them to shine here as well.
Yeah,
So
I'm not
to
just
see
talking about how they
plays
played.
out
I'm just
as
saying
the
like
game
there's
goes
like
on.
they've
But of course,
been
being in
playing
a prime
well.
position, you are going to be vulnerable to other teams trying to take it off you. So the Watson going to be massive for them for sure.
You are Slipped Ferret. Possible ban evader monitoring.
That contest and that they had to kind of retreat and reset and kind of formulate plan B, I would say, as to how they want to move in on this zone. There's a few moves coming in, by the way, from Conduits. One thing we haven't
Even though your account was only created 2 minutes ago. That's crazy.
Either changing the spirits of your own team, or
You know, Slipped Ferret, I
There
highly
is
doubt
always gonna
that,
be
fam.
A room and a reason
walk through
for
here, by
an
the way.
emote.
I mean, we talked about how there's no seer. We talked about how Bloodhound isn't a huge.
But I
pick.
appreciate it.
August and Hungry know this better than anyone.
And the only reason I say I highly doubt it is we've been at it for 3 years. More than 3 years. 4 years almost.
Yeah, they're waiting to move on into King's Cross Station and then jump out on whoever is going to be waiting on that platform. But
waiting to ruin someone's day. I'd be so angry if I walk through here. Especially with Unlucky and Kinda. You know what I mean? You're just going to get destroyed.
I understand the game plan, and it will probably work. You're probably going to catch one team, but then where do you go afterwards? Are you then going to be, you know, vulnerable to another team third-partying you? Because it is going to be quite a hotspot for rotations through the train zone. So I'm excited to see what goes down, but maybe teams will have a bad
the
feeling.
death boxes. It's Giga Brain plays.
This is such a rat spot, bro, from Orgless and Hungry.
I mean, if anyone's going to do it, it would be them, right? Like, they're that kind of squad that are very good at fighting and also want to be in 3v3 engagements. They love playing edge. They love being aggressive where they can.
Nah, it really has, fam. It's been since before I came back from Mixer.
Things, and this is an area that you were talking about can be played for the long game, and
we have been back from Mixer for like 3.5 years.
Change over the center of World's Edge over the years. Still a fair amount of playable situations with some multi-level buildings for teams to occupy. Infinite though, they're nowhere near it at the moment. They are rotating all the way around Epicenter, and there's a couple of different teams near them.
It's literally been that long. I don't know what that sound glitch is, but it's driving me nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't go around anymore. We don't have time.
So E6 is going to be trying to play this a little bit more patient, coming in from the north side over by Skyhook here. You can see they don't really have to worry about getting themselves to zone early, but they do want to try and allow this
We'll go around here.
lobby to eliminate itself out
You won't expect that.
over time.
Yeah, I think so. And if we piss them and win the fight, we win the.
Because they don't need KP here. They've got what, an 8-kill lead or an 8-point lead heading into the final game.
Let's go, boys. No position.
Yep, let's get it.
No, yet. It's still top 3 anyway, no matter what today, okay?
Yep.
07 are watching their backs, but the zone wrap coming in from E6 could ruin their day if they are not watching.
Oh, I want to see
How do you
this.
win this game?
Okay.
Win this zone, I mean.
Can one of us play deep? One of us need to play deep. Preferably.
I'll play.
Preferably.
Yo,
Nasty,
boys.
nah.
Wait,
I don't
I
need
need
to
to
play
remove a trap. There might be a team in here.
Oh, I can remove the other one here. Hold on.
On me.
With you.
Not there yet.
They're gonna be on the outside.
Close,
Out the
close,
outside.
close.
They're gonna be outside. They're gonna be outside.
Yeah. But blood hit 70. Blood hit 70.
Careful, charge up on the back.
I'm on the bat. I'm on the bat.
No, big damage, big nade.
I'm swinging inside.
I'm in there.
I caught the bang off. I need a bat though.
I don't have Q.
I'm swinging right side wall.
I'm batting.
They're deep. Careful.
I need a med kit.
Medkit, baby. Just go for it. I'm
We
holding
need to kill this team, okay? They're fucking shit.
We do.
I'm playing the head glitch here.
Do you know where they're playing?
Backside somewhere. In zone.
Okay, keep holding it.
Nice conduit ult. I'm gonna reinforce.
Yeah, reinforce. I'm watching you. I think they're fucked off. Listen to me. I don't think they're gonna come back. They're gonna go and play choke, okay? They're playing K. They're playing inside.
Did 172 with the frag, bro.
There we go.
Nice, good shit. Holding. Throw your chops down again.
Thank you, Moon.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it on the zone line again, okay?
Yeah, we're good. Take a deep breath now. We're good. Nice, well played. Yeah, shouldn't come back now. Now we can play real stretch now.
So who was that was trying to roll over to them? Oh, and Alliance goes down.
On the back.
Alliance is out, which means 07 has a chance to be able to win day number 1 with a decent game here. They just need 9 points. 9 points.
We are double holding it. Zone does a lot of damage for the rest.
Look
they
where
might
I am.
fly over us.
I don't want a team coming to me from here, okay?
In Nasky, we
Can
trust.
I hold the back and then you play here.
Yep. Going. I'm scanning that. I can't scan that, Joe.
I'm 2-8 by the way, gold armor. And 0-4.
You want me to play like on this bin?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't like that you play over there, Nags. No one should come there. Even if they do, it's fine.
I know, but trust me, we hold so much space, bro.
I guess we don't need to hang on board with them anymore since Alliance isn't going to be rotating in towards them. Looks like Orgless and Hungry
If you have to watch this, maybe.
holding out a squad.
No, I'm making sure I was mirroring us, bro. But yeah, I'm watching that as well.
That's fucking risky then.
I'm just really far, but I'm watching it.
Just hold in case, kind of, okay?
Yep. Fighting landslide again. When you hurry up and come back, we check that again, okay?
Yep.
Oh, it is E6, not Alliance. I'm an idiot. Good call, Ducky. Don't mind me.
I'm gonna hold you.
Yeah, we need to play for landslide side.
I'm a fucking idiot.
Come back right now.
One sec.
Gonna queue up here once.
Okay.
Come back.
Is there any heli for me?
Well, they can still make it happen.
I'm on repeater.
Yeah, all good.
There is smoke towards us right now. They might be running into tunnel.
Clear their backs on that tunnel.
And the circle is pulling back towards where Vamo Querer and Full English are residing as well. So they've really nailed down where this final circle is going to be. However, everyone else who is kind of just above landslide and the E6
is this E6 out here though?
One controller. They make sure they get
Hold on.
done quickly, mind eliminated, and it looks like they're able to do so and get back up to a 4-3 without being punished.
2 rats by name, 1 controller by name also, and also that play was just...
Hold the height and I hold this, okay?
There's a guy in fragment tunnel right now.
Yeah, you need to shoot him because I don't have
yeah, I was shooting him. I hit him once. He's blue armor.
You're such a... We have to hold everyone out.
E6 is kind of vibing where they're at right now, huh?
We know 07 is God's what too, so. What's on team in the van?
Well, that is still the case now as they try and take each other on.
Dark Veil goes down. Infinite respond with one of their own. 2 Dark Veils to really just cut off all vision. And a lot is going to be down to the Catalyst players.
Yeah, 07 needs to make a play on E6.
Just do a little bit of ring around the rosies.
Hey, beautiful. Very on brand.
They're going to separate.
To both disengage though.
Yep.
Infinite will slide back into
They're going to stay alive.
But try and cut down the team on the pass, which is going to be LVH. They've got the zone closing behind them down. They've got to be so careful in this fight. The longer it takes, the more of a problem it is for both teams.
16 squads remain, but that 16's probably
Infinite's got that ring right up on their ass, though.
All of these teams on the eastern side are moving together. EXO Clan, Infinite, Aftermath, Stay Healthy are all going to struggle to get in at the same time here. So this is where you really need to rely on your damage dealers to be outputting as much as possible. Keep your team healthy, keep teams at bay. As now you can see,
all right, Aftermath
push in onto AM, but are they
does have the
knocks here?
Oh, I was going to say had the health advantage, but they don't.
EXO Clan eliminated in the meantime from 18 to 15, and you would imagine that's going to go down even more. But LVA should be able to reset here. They do have a
Stay healthy out. Infinite out.
Looking at them, but there's that wrap coming in as we see one player just trying to overextend.
Here's the real English.
And that is exactly what it is going to do. Vibes will finish off the last one, but here come Full English.
Full English, whatever.
Giving them the beans as well.
You've been waiting for that one all day, haven't you? It's full English.
Some baked beans.
Well, finally.
Q in the queue. One more. 2v1. Behind the bin, behind the bin. I need a bet, okay? You kill that, Mandy.
I'll cover you.
One on my right.
Fine, I got you. Res me.
Yeah.
Come on, Shiv.
Yeah, I got him.
Yeah, kill that guy.
Come.
Nice.
Nice. 2R1C out.
I'm resing.
They should be able to get the res.
Might need cover.
I'm resing. Get out.
Oh, 7 out. Damn, brother.
I'm killing you. Try to reset. Res him there.
Wall.
Just res him. Yes, I'm holding. That team is 3Ping, okay? I'm stopping them. I stopped the 3P. We got 1 kill, 1 more up top. I stopped the 3P. We're good. Heal up and then play up. They died. They're
sliding
not
down.
fully up there. There just a couple of them is looking, okay?
I'm going down to heal.
Okay. Careful from under bridge.
1 second. I'm not with you.
You're good, Kanda. You're good. We're playing from you. There is no one on you. The closest team is there, okay?
Watch the bridge team, by the way, okay?
Unlucky, you need to get to him.
I don't know who I want to sit on board with, chat.
Yeah, really commanding the space by doing so. The team who we mentioned a little bit earlier on, who's going to have a walk in from the north, if they can win their fight, is going to be August and Hungary. Excuse me, from the south. I did it again. My screen was the wrong way. It's a whole mess. Anyway, they've got to walk in, is what I'm trying to say, and they will be safe. Cold are down to just 1, and they're surviving on the north side. The full English, though, they're on the low ground of this zone, and where it's going to be pulling.
Yeah, element 6, I think at this point they've wrapped it up, right?
KB again, and now with this height,
Since, I mean, 07 is already out.
They should have a little bit more KP to add. Let's jump into a listening now with E6.
Outplayed, I think it already went. ANC outplayed already went down too, right?
I'm dead. I got stunned by bangles.
Oh yeah, they're screwed here.
Right here, spin it.
What a bang! Killed me. This solo fucking griefed me. Yeah, I know. This solo griefed me. Well, I dropped off the thing.
Look at this.
I'm looking.
Sheila, look at the choke. Look at the choke.
I'm looking.
Choke. Nice. And then left.
Yes,
left as well.
yes, I'm looking.
I'm
Nice.
taking left.
This is a threat. This is a threat
Yes.
too.
I'm taking left now, okay?
Nice.
Shiv's like, bro, I got you, dog.
Maybe.
Nice, nice, nice.
Hey, give me comms. 70.
I hear no one on right choke.
70.
Nice.
Nice. Ship.
I'm looking. I'm so near.
Come on, 40% words with a big game here could still move up to like top 7.
Let me get the rest. Let me get the rest. I'm gold. Get the fuck up the rest.
Fine.
Yeah, I got it.
Cover. Don't go down. Come back.
I'm good. We need to fight them, okay?
Yes.
Nice.
Left.
I love it. The passion from Shiv. Love it, bro.
Left side, 2 of them are low.
Let's go, Shiv.
Back to Einstein as well. I'm down.
1 HP bang.
No.
Damn.
Bang one.
Watson and bang here. Watson bang here. Bang here is one. Watson's climbing up to cover though. He's popping a. Nice. Got shield.
With it.
Damn.
No, nice try.
I should have just switched.
He's good. No worries. It looks like E6 is out, but I think enough has already been done.
Who's that? That's the other team.
Let's
That's the team from the.
have to pick up the solo.
Yeah.
I think Orgless and Hungry.
It's gonna run up here maybe.
Yeah.
He should at least.
We're just gonna have to play with wall next zone. Like probably just wall straight forward.
Might be able to pull us off.
So we play probably yes. Don't know yet. Need to see zone for sure.
I don't know if they've got enough kills to be able to overtake E6 though.
So we have them
I think if they were able to get second, I'm pretty sure they have enough to be able to overtake 07.
Don't pick that.
Yeah, hard hitting.
But I don't think they've got enough kills
Nice.
Nice.
Let's go. What the fuck?
Let's fucking go.
Blood got
to overtake E6. I'm not sure. It's gonna be close.
Match point LGS finals. We have to win.
Oh, okay.
We might get first place today, guys. We have a good game here.
Yeah.
Oh, what the
I'm betting.
fuck?
I have 3 bets now after this. Yeah.
I like it. He says, lock it the fuck in. Let's get this dub. Got a way to lead Matafe.
Wait, can we somehow
like,
maybe?
Forward towards the fight and then back off.
Yes.
Like,
Facts,
roll
Moon.
straight
Facts.
forward. We throw everything at that. Bait it. Make them go to left, and then the other team will 3P. Okay? We good? We ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're ready.
Just one straight forward. I'm gonna conde ult, then we just ult and nade and everything. I'm gonna stay here.
You
and
might see over.
Straight forward here, okay?
I'm gonna stay here and shoot for you. They won't be able to see.
I'm going.
Okay, let's go. We're baiting the fight. Don't full commit. Try to get entries.
I'm coming.
All right, come on, boys.
Right, force them to left. Force them to left. Destroy the Jan if you can.
Go to me, Kana. Come to me. Come to me. Go to me. Go to me.
Yeah.
Come to me.
Hey, Bengal did.
On me. On me.
I'm
Down.
dodging
In the
right
corner.
now, I'm dodging right now.
Okay, I got hit.
He got hit. They're jumping over. Shoot that.
Kill you, unlucky.
I'm re-ulting.
One swing in front.
Oh, I died here, bro.
Damn.
Tough, I'm literally under you.
No, I'm dead.
I'm playing for...
Yeah, one guy's here.
Play your stuff.
Yeah.
Damn.
Just on me, okay, the horizon. Just on me, just on me, just on me.
I have 3 armor swaps. I'm gonna play up here.
Yeah.
That's tough, bro.
Hopefully other team comes in and...
Squad just dealing
Hold on.
to what they can
Hold
see.
on. ANC outplayed still in this.
Open ground though to try and finish off the fight.
Does ANC outplay pull this off in the last game?
I think it's only one player alive here to deal with. ANC outplay will move through that choke and
I
we'll
don't-
win our final game. And you get the feeling that maybe with that win,
I think they fall just short.
influence on the overall leaderboards to put them up there as well.
I think it pushes them to second place, maybe not quite catching up first of E6, but either way, getting them extra points as they move forward in this.
This is going to be close. But I think E6 is at 57 points off their placement. And I think they had more than 2 kills.
Full English maybe would be a little bit frustrated about what happened there, but they did pretty well to set that team back. But unfortunately, it ruined their chances of winning the game. And Outplay just kind of strolled up to the choke, saying, "Okay, well, we've got 3 shots here." But they did very well. They didn't blink first, as I said. They were the team that was most patient. You were concerned maybe they would have to be pushed through and seen by the other 2 squads. But as soon as that Dark Veil came down, it allowed
Damn,
Outplay
Orgaz and Hungary almost did it though.
Very, very well played and very well managed with the utility and the ultimate abilities in that final moment. And again, I always say it, some great shots coming in as well, just to make sure that damage was output. And this is how things look after that game is done. ANC outplayed, like we saw on the top of the leaderboards, 19 points for them, 7 kills in that game down, and Full English finally starting to fry.
Yeah, they had 4 KP, so Element 6 is going to have just enough.
Overall.
God, I miss a fry up so bad. 13 points for August and Hungary, 40% worse, getting 10 points on the board with 6 kills, but they were, of course, struggled with their rotation when they were greeted by Element 6, but even Element 6 couldn't get in from that zone. I said right from the get-go when we saw that circle pool, anyone arriving from
You know what? I gotta say though, I feel like 40% worse had a solid first day in Pro League for a team that came from PLQ.
Something worth of it from the north to the west. Now, 07 were the 10th place, and down at the bottom, again, a difficult time for no days off. They had such a good start to today, but they weren't able to stay consistent, sadly. Cybercats is 2-0 points. Alliance weren't able to get going in that one. Interestingly, the 3 teams there dropping down in the southwest side of the map, all picking up 0
Bro
points.
literally said, "Oh, it won't happen again," and then makes a new account and comes in and does it again. It's wild, dog.
Maybe a
It
little
really
bit
is.
enough to the POI with a few armors not going their way. Maybe they didn't get a little bit of crafting to it. Make sure they were in a position to really be strong in those fights. We'll have to look back on that game and find out. But I mean, the fact that we have multiple winners today kind of doesn't help with our question we had at the start of the day, Rain Day, which is who's going to be the team to step up and challenge.
That's right. And a lot of the people who we had winning maybe today didn't perform at the highest of levels in terms of getting into that top 3 or 5 as we expected. Some of the
So
faces we
07
challenged
ends
that
up
we said,
dropping
hey,
to
maybe
4th,
you
which
can
still
get
ain't
there if
bad.
you put it together. They
But what,
seem to
it's
be the
25,
ones who
21,
started the narrative off
17
in
points?
split 1, which is
18
pretty
points.
exciting, especially from games 1 to 3. We set the tone with some new names showing up, but games 4, 5, and 6 that we just saw on World's Edge. Let's walk through those final circles, fellas, because I was there casting game 4. We saw kind of the beginning of what turned out to be a pretty dominant back half across a pretty dominant day with Element 6 and K-Swinney. But we can't forget on set how well ANC Outplayed was also playing. They continued to play this well. It started off a lot here, though, in game 4.
Yeah, you know what? I think we're just going to go ahead and do
You can
this.
see they had the
Honestly.
opportunity here to win this game. They have a Kraber. E6 are already fighting this in this situation, but I think them outputting damage onto this fight to look for some KP, that's what created the opening for E6. You can see them. Look, they're starting to just sneak up a little bit here. The gold armor, I think, is very important in these fights as well to get those quick kills, but Shakes is retreating here, and this was where the knock came in. It's a 3-man peak.
I have to have verified accounts because of people literally just like you, fam.
That first knock, and then in the end game, when you've got a 2v3, you're usually in a position to win it if you don't misstep. And E6, big kill points in that game, and also first place as well.
Yeah, Game 5, he took the mic right back. Walk us through what ended up being the story. We saw Graceful, JMW, and Tyler FPS put one together.
Yeah, an early rotation from Cold and finding God spot, as it were, in this final circle. It was just a matter of letting players come to them, but also dealing damage from a distance and being patient. And in the end, they were rewarded for that patience. But it's also about knowing.
All right, chat. So we've got
when you get that call, when you're in that final circle,
NA later.
You can deal damage and you can influence.
NA starts at 6, so we'll probably be back around 5:50ish.
Just to take angles, just to be able to do damage from a certain area means that it's not going to be a comfortable reset for any team. And it was a funny ending because we heard it through the comms and the listening of Cole. They were like, "Oh, he's dead. Okay, good job." After such an intense final circle, it was an interesting ending for them.
It certainly was. This one, you could hear the screams of agony. We cut to the Element 6 talk through as they went into that final zone. They were thwarted by that solo player.
Yeah, that was tough, man.
He's marched to more points and a dominant win. Did they do enough? That's the question. We're going to find out in just a moment as we hit the final series results after this. Ultimately, Orgless and Hungry had a slim chance as well. Could they get 5 out of the 6 kills? Ultimately grab first place. It ended up being too much for them. And the tried and true, the second place overall, a lot in today, but first place, multiple opportunities. ANC outplayed. They continued to outplay this team that did not get mentioned in the pre-show. I want to keep saying it again and put some love on their name, some respect on their name. ANC outplayed.
ANC outplayed looked good, man. It's interesting because they were like a quiet team throughout most of the day. It felt like didn't draw much attention, but just consistent.
In the mix in the final zones, and our first reaction to a day that certainly went the way of K-Swinny and Element 6. 61 points, first place, right behind them.
Damn.
ANC outplayed in Orgless and Hungry Mark.
Yeah, very, very tight. That's what I'm looking at with the leaderboards, right? We were talking about bonus points in the new rule. Forget about that, because you've got to establish yourself as a dominant force in the lobby to even think about that. E6 are the ones who come out on top, just about managed to get enough KP in the last game to force themselves across that threshold.
Well done.
Right in behind them, but I gotta say that looks like one of the closest lobbies for like differential of points between placements that we've seen in quite some time. And I think you usually look and you're saying, hey, were people playing some good Apex? Maybe some teams were throwing. I think the fact that you have
so Shiv able to finish off top 10 in his first run back through the frauds of Alliance, finishing in 14.
More questions to be answered as we head into week number 2.
And did this answer a lot of questions for you, or did this raise?
And I don't think they were contested today, were they?
The question that it answered for me is, are teams who have made changes, are they going to be able to find success, or are they going to struggle? And I think we saw from Outplayed, one of the few teams who actually stayed as a roster, they really benefited. They had that natural chemistry and they were able to work with what they had already learned and grown together, whereas some teams who had just been kind of meshed together, struggling a little bit in the early stages. So I think that's the only thing we truly learned. But there were a few teams who have made changes that did find success, like Element 6, for example. I mean, we've got to take our hats off to them with the new roster, K-Swinny at the helm, and they showed us what they're made of once again.
You know, one thing I will say I loved about the top 10 was that the 3 teams were challenged from LVH to...
Yeah, I think we're going to call it a day, though, for this one, man.
It's basically...
That way I can get a good, like, half hour away from the lights.
7, 8, 9,
relax,
10 in terms of their
vibe.
Hats off to them.
And then we will, we'll be back here for NA, okay, chat?
Cool kids, so to speak.
So I appreciate you guys coming through, hanging out with your boy. Really means a lot, man. We are now through 3 regions. 1 more region to go. Only region left to play is NA, which should be fun. It's going to be groups A versus B. So, yeah, man. We'll be back for that, all right? Keep an eye out on the YouTube also coming up here. If you're not able to make it back this week, or if you're not able to make it back tonight for NA, keep an eye out on the YouTube. We got TLDR, of course, going to be coming out. I got to figure out how I'm going to want to do it. The new podcast dropped last week. Feel free to check that out. Every watch party's up so far from this week. Really excited for kind of what we got going on the channel, what we've got, the direction we're kind of be going over the next, couple months here with the start of the new season. So I feel like we're starting to get into a little bit of momentum, which also means over there, when you see your boys' shorts, if you can do me a favor, let them play through all the way. Leave a like on the short, leave a comment on the short, tell somebody about it, all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Jazz, again, appreciate you bringing the raid through with your homies. Appreciate you vibing. Moon, always appreciate you vibing. Ducky in here vibing as well. We even had you know, our officer Rody Bush come hang out with us for a little bit. But I'm gonna go take a little bit of a break. We'll be back here for NA. Like I said, in about an hour and a half. All right. Love you guys. Till we catch y'all back for the next one. Oh, let me find out who. Let's go find someone to raid real quick, shall we? I got an idea. Climate brought their community through and hung out with us the other day. He's playing Valorant, it looks like right now. Let's go hang out with them. All right. And then, like I said, I'll be back here in about an hour and a half. Come hang out with us over with Climate's community. Would appreciate you. We catch y'all back for the next one, man. Don't forget, with everything crazy going on in the world today, be true, be you, be sincere. Game hard and love hard. All right, y'all. Love you guys. We'll catch y'all back later for NA. Peace. I'm out of here.